Hello, good evening. My name is Richard, and welcome back to Over and Over and Over Again. This is Matchday Live, the start of the Europa League campaign for Arsenal tonight, away in Switzerland, playing FC Zurich. It's actually at the ground of FC Gallen, which of course you'll know if you saw my preview video that I did the other day. So, can Arsenal kick off the Europa League, our first European campaign for 2 years? Can we kick it off in style with a victory? Stay with us. Let's find out. So as I say, it is Arsenal against FC Zurich in Switzerland this evening, the start of what's going to be hopefully a really successful Europa League campaign for Arsenal this evening. Now we've got the team news in, and it is quite exciting, I have to say. So this is our Arsenal lineup. I think it's 7 changes, isn't it, from the weekend? So Matt Turner makes his debut in goal. Great to see him get an opportunity. Tomiyasu comes back in at right back. Holding's in the starting lineup as well at centre back alongside Gabriel. And Kieran Tierney is back in at left back as well. In midfield, Lokonga and Xhaka, we can't really make too many changes there, can we? We don't have a lot of options. So those two are back in. But it's great to see Marquinhos get his first start for Arsenal, his first appearance, his debut as well. Great to see him on. Then the three up front, it's Fabio Vieira, his first start. Of course, he did make his debut at Old Trafford. He looked good, didn't he? He's making his first start. Martinelli and, of course, Eddie Nketiah is the other change at centre forward. On the bench tonight, we've got Ramsdale and Hein, the 2 goalkeepers, Ben White, Saliba, Zinchenko, Serjan, Erdegaard, Smith, Saka, Gabriel Jesus, and Kozia Dubry. So a few young players on the bench as well for Arsenal, which is great to see. And the Zurich lineup, then in goal for them, it's Brecha. The back four is Canberry, Kryengia, and Alti. They're actually playing a back 3. Then they've got 4 across midfield, Bojan Ozovic, Jamali, Shows and Gorella, and then the 3 up front is Krasnik, Torsin and Ortica. So that is the lineup for FC Zurich. They are second from bottom in the Swiss League. They've had a terrible start to the season, only 2 draws and 5 defeats for them so far this season in the league. So not a great start to the season for them. They are the reigning champions though in Switzerland. They did win the league last year quite considerably, but they do have a new coach this season. I don't know whether he's struggling to settle in to the job and to the role, but anyway, they are struggling in the domestic league. They did, of course, get knocked out of the Champions League in the qualifiers as well to Karabag, but they did get through the Europa League qualifying stages. They did beat Linfield and Hearts to get into this group stage. They're going to be massive underdogs, of course, in this game tonight, and also in the group in general to go through, aren't they? But ultimately for Arsenal, it's all about putting in a professional performance, and it's also seeing how some of these new players what they're going to be able to bring us. Matt Turner in goal, of course, we've not seen him yet, and as I say, Marquinhos and Fabio Vieira as well in the starting lineup tonight. So it's an exciting Arsenal-looking team, isn't it? It's that mixture of kind of youth players, younger players rather, and of course, a few more experienced heads in there like Granit Xhaka, Kieran Tierney, Rob Holding, all these people that have played a lot of games for Arsenal in the Premier League. So it's going to be, it's a good balance, isn't it, for Arsenal? But I'm really excited about seeing how these young players perform tonight that we've not seen before. The young Brazilian lad, and of course Fabio Vieira, the Portuguese, making their first starts along, I say, with Matt Turner as well. So it's a big night for some of these players for Arsenal. It's a big night for Arsenal. I say our first European campaign for 2 years. So it's nice to be back in Europe again. Yes, it's not the competition we all wanted. We know that, we know what happened at the end of last season. We were so close to getting the big one. We would have played last night, wouldn't we, instead? But ultimately, we're back on the Thursday night games. And ultimately, we'll have to do the best that we can in this tournament. I still feel, and I said this at the end of last season, this is a tournament that I feel we've got a really good chance to go a long way in, potentially win. We've only ever won 2 European trophies, a club of our rich history. And, talking about Arsenal history, I hope you did catch Melvin's fantastic Highbury Memory Show last night, because that had a lot of Arsenal history in there, some great memories. With a club of the history that we've got, our record in Europe is poor, and the fact we've only won 2 European trophies is not good enough, is it? And that's the one thing that all these other clubs throw at us, don't they? Chelsea and Manchester United and Liverpool. constantly throwing at us, aren't they? The fact that, our European history isn't fantastic as a club, is it? So we need to put that right. And this season, for me, is a great opportunity for us to do that in this competition. I think we've got a good squad to compete in this competition and in the Premier League as well. And let's hope that we can end the season with a trophy. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? And I think that's what, we're Arsenal. That's what we do, don't we? Just finishing in the top 4 would be great, don't get me wrong. And it's what we need to do to be in the Champions League. But we're about trophies at this club, aren't we? And this is a trophy that we need to go all out to try and win. And you can tell by the side that we've picked tonight, it's, yes, some people could say we didn't have a lot of choice. We could have thrown in a few more younger players. But as I say, this is a competition that we need to take seriously. We need to win the group because it does mean a slightly better draw in the knockout stage. And yeah, we need to do the best that we can. But I'm excited about this game. I really do feel that we should win fairly comfortably. It's a strong side. I don't know too much about the Zurich players, I've got to be honest. Some of their names I'm going to struggle with, I'm sure. But ultimately, let's say they're struggling in their league, and this is a game that we should win, and we should win fairly comfortably. I did say on the show the other night I was going for a 3-0 victory for Arsenal, and that's what I'm going to stick with. I do feel as though we will win this game comfortably, and I'm going for 3-0. Let me know in the comments what your score prediction is for this game. What do you make of the lineup as well? I say I'm pretty excited to see some of these players play tonight, see how they get on, and hopefully it'll give them a platform to get some minutes under their belt and then be ready to come on and do a job for us in the Premier League if they're needed. Vieira, of course, came on, didn't he, at Manchester United. I thought he played well. He showed some really nice touches. He had a shot at goal, didn't he? He wasn't far away from scoring, and he a couple of lovely passes as well. So I think he's going to be a great player for us. I'm really excited to see how he gets on in this team tonight and what he can bring us in the season. The young Brazilian Marquinhos, he's had some good games in the under-23s, hasn't he? Or is it under-21s, under-23s, isn't it? He's been playing in. He's been getting a lot of great reports as well. I've seen some clips on YouTube, etc., of the way he's been playing, and he looks an exciting player as well. So let's see how these two get on tonight. And of course, I say the goalkeeper. It's for me, it's a little bit of a controversial decision to replace someone like Bert Leno with a goalkeeper like Matt Turner, but he's a full American international. He's he's got experience, and I'm sure he's going to be a very able goalkeeper. And hopefully tonight he's not going to be tested too much. That's the key, isn't it? But if he is, let's hope that he rises to the challenge and he can do the job he needs to do and put a little bit of pressure on Aaron Ramsdale, because I do feel a little bit that Aaron Ramsdale's made a few mistakes this season so far. He hasn't necessarily been at his best, I don't think. And I do feel as though if Matt Turner can really put some pressure on him, then I think that's going to maybe push him to maybe get back to the sort of form he was showing when he first came into the club at Ramsdale. Because I think he's gone off the boil a little bit towards the back end of last season and at the start of this season as well. And goalkeeping is such an important position, isn't it? So let's hope that tonight Matt Turner can have a good performance and give Aaron a little bit to think about as we move into what's going to be a really busy and crucial point of the season for us now, isn't it? We've got the Europa League games kicking in on midweek, and you look at some of our upcoming Premier League games as well. They're not easy fixtures, are they? Not that there is an easy fixture in the Premier League, but they're particularly difficult games, aren't they? Sunday, Everton at the Emirates. Of course, Everton have turned their form around. They had a good transfer window. So that's going to be a difficult game. We've got Brentford away. We know what happened there last year. We've seen their home form this season. Fantastic, they're playing. So that's going to be a tough game. And then, of course, we've got the North London derby. We've got Liverpool. We've got Manchester City. All these games to come. Plus, of course, I say all the Europa League games as well. So, yeah, it's a busy time, and it's important that we do, put that defeat on Sunday behind us. It was a decent performance. We know that. And we need to go on another good run starting tonight. The teams are in the tunnel. Granit Xhaka is captain tonight in the absence of Martin Odegaard, who is on the bench, as we said. But it's going to be Granit Xhaka who is captain for Arsenal. We're wearing our black and gold kit again for the second game in a row. Of course, we did wear it on Sunday at Manchester United. The home team, although it's not their home stadium, FC Zurich, they're playing in FC Gallen Stadium due to there's a Diamond League athletics meeting on at their football stadium in Zurich. So they've moved 54 kilometres up the road to Gallen, and they will be playing all in white tonight, FC Zurich, which is in fact their home kit with blue trim. That is their home kit anyway. As they are, so in the black and gold. So the teams have just come out on to the pitch. There's a nice big banner from the home fans behind the goal, and some shiny stuff as well that they're showing, which looks pretty cool, to be fair. And I'm sure the fans will only have to make an unusual trip for them, not to their usual stadium. So it's an interesting sort of journey for them as well. And of course, for the Arsenal fans that's over there tonight, I hope they've all had a safe journey and enjoying themselves over in Switzerland. I'm sure they are. Lovely country, of course, Switzerland is, isn't it? And let's hope that we can produce a lovely performance tonight as well, and get some good goals, bring some confidence back following that defeat at the weekend. And I'm sure we will. And hopefully this time next year we won't be sitting here preparing for a Europa League game. We'll be sitting here preparing for a Champions League game. That's what we want. And of course, one of those routes into that competition for us next season will be this Europa League, won't it? By winning it, gives you entry into the Champions League next season. That's what we want. So yeah, it looks as though they're playing a 5-4-1 formation. A 4-5-1 formation, FC Zurich tonight. So they're packing out midfield. You can understand why they don't want to be on the wrong end of a big defeat, do they? That's probably what they're looking for, and they're going to try to deny us space and make it difficult for us. And fair play to them for doing that. I'm sure that's going to be a tactic that they'll have to use. So the onus is going to be on us, even though we're the away team, to take the game to them, isn't it? And put our quality onto them and hope that we can, of course, get the result that we need. Of course, it's not been a great start to the season for new coach Franco Foda, has it, at Zurich? So they are joint bottom of the table at the moment. It's their goalkeeper, actually, Brecher, who is their captain tonight. The referee is from Sweden. His name is Mohammed Al Hakim, and he's a referee, and they are Dutch officials as well that lining up with him. So let's hope that there's not too much controversy going on the refereeing side of things following the weekend in the Premier League. So just run through the Arsenal team for you again before kick-off. Matt Turner in goal. It is Tierney, Gabriel, Holding and Tomiyasu. In midfield, Xhaka and Sambi Lokonga, with Marquinhos playing just slightly ahead. And then you've got Vieira, Nketiah and Martinelli as at the front three. So three full debuts, Fabio Vieira, Marquinhos and Turner. And the last two of those are actually making their actual debut as well. So Arsenal in the black kit are going to be attacking the goal to our left in this first half. It looks like quite good conditions over there in Switzerland tonight. The pitch looks to be okay. It doesn't look too bad. Some of these pitches in Europe at times have been not been the best, have they? But this one seems to be pretty good. So let's hope that Arsenal can produce a good performance on it. I'm sure we will take the sort of Premier League form that we've been showing this season, and I'm sure we'll come out of this game without too many problems. So we are just about to get off and underway here in Gallen in Switzerland. It is going to be Arsenal to kick off, I say, in the all black kit with the gold trim. We are attacking the goal to our left in this first half, and it is going to be hopefully a good Arsenal performance and a good victory. The referee is just about to get the game underway. This early kickoff, of course, tonight in the Europa League. Of course, they do an early one and a late one, don't they? And next game is the later kickoff. And we're off and underway. The ball is now back with Turner. His first touch in an Arsenal shirt. He kicks it long up that far side. It's flicked on by Tomiyasu, but Zurich do pick the ball up only as far as Sambi Lokonga. Tomiyasu again playing it up that far side, looking for the run of Nketiah, but it is cleared away by the Zurich defence. It is going to be a throw to Arsenal over on the far side, Arsenal's right, which Tomiyasu is about to take. We've played 25 seconds here in Gallen. The crowd are still settling down. That throw goes up the line there, looking for the run of Fabio Vieira, but it's gone out and behind for a goal kick to Zurich. So it looks like Fabio Vieira is playing in the Bukayo Saka role, which is what we kind of felt was going to be his role in the squad this season anyway, to be the backup for Saka, to replace him in the odd games in Europe and in the League Cup, etc. And, you know, to maybe give him some rest in the Premier League as well later on if necessary. So it looks like that's going to be his role. Martinelli, as usual, is on this left-hand side, and he's going to be Eddie Nketiah playing through the centre. He's done well this season when he's come on. I'm sure he'll have a point to prove. He did finish last season with a lot of goals, didn't he? And maybe disappointed he's starting this season on the bench, but obviously with Gabriel Jesus coming in, it was obvious that was going to happen. Anyway, it's a free kick to Zurich, all in white with blue stripe, or very thin blue strips along their kit. They've got a free kick midway inside their own half, which they have now taken, and are trying to build an attack down this near side. It's a long ball up this line. Actually, it's looking for the player down this left-hand side, Osika, but the linesman's flag's up for offside. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal, which Gabriel takes, plays it back to Matt Turner. A couple of touches with his feet so far in these early stages, settle him down a little bit. Hoping he doesn't have too many saves to make, but if he has to, let's hope he can produce what he needs. Sambi Lokonga now in possession for Arsenal. Kieran Tierney on that far side. Sorry, it was Tommy Asso on that far side. Plays it back to Rob Holding. Now pinged it in to Kieran Tierney, who's taken up that Zinchenko role in midfield, but Arsenal have lost the ball, but not for very long. And Matt Turner's going to come out of his penalty area just to touch it on to Gabriel. We've played 2.5 minutes in Gallen, Switzerland. It is FC Zurich 0, Arsenal 0. No real pattern to the play yet. No opportunities for either side. Tomiyasu now in possession over on that far side. And Arsenal just knocking the ball around comfortably now, trying to get a little bit of possession. It's been a little bit of a scrappy start to this game. Neither team really managed to get their foot on the ball and pass it around, but Arsenal now are looking a lot more comfortable. Gabriel brings it forward towards halfway. He's got Nketiah just outside of him. Instead, he goes across to Tomiyasu on that far side. He finds Marquinhos right over on that far touchline. I think that's where we're going to see him in this game. That's a long ball. It's a good ball. Looking for the run there of Kieran Tierney, getting really far forward there from that midfield role. He seems to be playing in, trying to get his head on the end of that cross, but in the end, it just ran through to goalkeeper Brecha, and Zurich are now trying to come forward. Granit Xhaka cuts out that pass. Sambi Lokonga there. Was he fouled? Referee says yes, and it is a free kick to Arsenal. It's Guerra there with the foul. Sambi Lokonga there was just clipped as he ran past. He was indeed. It was Guerrero there with that particular foul. And it's a free kick to Arsenal. Midway inside the Zurich half, just slightly over to that far side, Arsenal's right. Opportunity for Arsenal to get the ball into the box. It's Martinelli and Fabio Vieira over this free kick. Obviously, no Martin Odegaard tonight. He generally takes them, doesn't he? But it's going to be Martinelli, I think, with his free kick. In fact, he touches it to Fabio Vieira. That didn't really go too well, and Vieira's actually had the ball taken off him. And suddenly there's a counter-attack on here for Zurich. That was a waste of a free kick, actually. And Arsenal now under a little bit of pressure. Zurich are coming forward on the edge of the penalty. The ball tried to be threaded through there, but good defensive play by Kieran Tierney. But that was a sloppy free kick, that from Arsenal. Martinelli played it short to Vieira. He didn't look like he was really set to get it, and he got the ball taken off him, and that led to a sharp counter-attack from Zurich. But in the end, Kieran Tierney was back there doing his defensive duties, and Arsenal now back in possession with Tomiyasu over on the far side, plays it inside to Sambi Lokonga and back to Kieran Tierney. Now it's with Martinelli just on halfway on this near side, but that's a poor ball actually from the Brazilian. Gives possession straight back again to Zurich, who are actually looking quite dangerous on the counter-attack. That's a ball played through, but again, Kieran Tierney's there and plays it back to goalkeeper Matt Turner. Whenever we give the ball away, Zurich are in quickly looking to get the ball forward. But so far, they've lacked any real quality in that final third, and we've dealt with it fairly comfortably so far. But a couple of sloppy bits of play from Arsenal, giving the ball away unnecessarily, putting ourselves under pressure when we don't really need to. But we're back in possession now with Gabriel just on this near side, striding forward towards halfway, just stops and pings it over to that far side to Tomiyasu. Arsenal got their fullbacks very square at the moment in pitch. Anyway, the ball's now over on the far side with Fabio Vieira. In fact, Fabio Vieira and Marquinhos are both out over on that far side, both of them actually. Anyway, that's a cross now to this near side to Kieran Tierney. Flicks it on, looking for the run of Martinelli, but the defender's across there. Tries to clear it away. It comes off Martinelli. It is going to be a goal kick. It was Camberi there, the defender for Zurich, got across there with Martinelli, and his clearance came off the Arsenal man. It is a goal kick to Zurich. We've played nearly 6 minutes here in Gallen. It is FC Zurich 0, Arsenal 0. We've got Terry in the chat again. How you doing, Terry? He says, evening, Rich. Fingers crossed for tonight. Just get to work, so we'll be listening. So you're my main man again on a commentary. No worries at all. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show, enjoy the commentary, and hopefully, I say, like you said, we can get a good victory to kick off this Europa League campaign. Gabriel now plays the ball back to Matt Turner. It wasn't a good pass, actually, and Turner's under pressure. He's giving the ball away. The ball comes in, it's cleared off the line. Oh, disaster at the back there. Gabriel started that with a poor clearance, actually. Really, really poor clearance. I think it was Granit Xhaka who was on the line. Rob Holding, sorry, it was. But Gabriel's back pass there to Matt Turner was a poor one, and then Matt Turner's clearance went straight to, I think it was Nketiah, tried a shot there from a very tight angle, actually. And in the end, it was cleared off the line by Rob Holding at the near post. I think he may well have been going in, but that wasn't a great start for Matt Turner's Arsenal career, was it? And I think it's going to be a corner to Zurich. It is indeed a corner, goes to the far post. Matt Turner flaps at that a little bit. Has it gone behind for another corner? I think it has. He's looking a little bit shaky at the moment, actually, Matt Turner, the Arsenal goalkeeper, the American. He had a bit of a poor clearance and he flaps at that corner. And it's another corner over on the far side, this time to Zurich. They're putting us under a little bit of pressure here. They maybe sense that the Arsenal goalkeeper is a little bit unsure. But it is going to be Shoas taking this corner for Zurich over on that far side. We need to keep that nice and tight here at the back. We don't want to concede at the first goal. This corner comes to the edge of the 6-yard box. It's an Arsenal head, gets it away, but it is picked up again by Zurich over his head there towards the Arsenal penalty. Headed away this time, much better by Gabriel. But again, the second ball's picked up by Zurich and they're coming forward again. In fact, that's going to be a free kick. It was a foul there given away by Marquinhos. And it is a free kick to Zurich. Not been the best start to this game from Arsenal, actually, it has to be said, so far. Obviously, a few changes to the side. It's maybe unsettled us a little bit, and we've never really got any pattern yet. That's always a danger, isn't it, when you make a lot of changes, I suppose. But I'm sure we will settle down. We've played 8 minutes. It is still 0-0. And Zurich have got a throw on the far side in line with the Arsenal penalty area, playing the ball back. Zurich are starting to settle into this game, actually. They've starting to put us on a little bit of pressure here. There's a ball played here to this near side. It's a good ball, actually. It's a nice touch from the defender. Plays the ball in towards the near post. Headed out again by Gabriel, but it's a throw to Zurich on this near side, just in from the corner flag. Zurich coming forward again, but that's a poor touch, actually, from Bojanjovic, and it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Kieran Tierney is going to take. He's had a good start to this game, Kieran Tierney. He made a couple of good defensive blocks already. Got forward well, almost scored with a header. Arsenal's only real opportunity, and it wasn't really an opportunity. Again, some sloppy play at the back there from Arsenal. The cross comes into there again. But again, Arsenal giving the ball away in a dangerous area. And Mikel Arteta won't be happy with some of this passing that we're producing here. And you can see there he isn't actually. He's up and shouting some instructions at the team. It has been quite a sloppy start, actually, for Arsenal. But we've got a throw in again on this near side. Kieran Tierney's going to take this. I'm not quite sure what's going on at the other end. The goalkeeper's actually wanted to change his gloves. The Zurich goalkeeper, Brescia, is changing his gloves, actually. You don't often see that, do you? I don't know what's up with the ones that he had on. But anyway, he's not happy. And in fact, he hasn't. He's just thrown the new gloves into the net behind him. But anyway, Arsenal take that throw with Kieran Tierney. Goes to Gabriel. A couple of really poor defensive passes, actually, from Arsenal. Put us under unnecessary pressure in this game. And it's almost led to a goal for Zurich. Good goal line clearance from Rob Holding in that first incident. Mistake by Matt Turner. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again now. Rob Holding it is. Plays that ball out over to that far side, looking for that run of Marquinhos, who's playing pretty much on the right wing. Really wide he is out there. Fabio Vieira's playing actually more. He looked like he was playing out in that Saka role. Looks like Marquinhos is. And Fabio Vieira's playing more in the Odegaard position in these opening 10 minutes or so. That seems to be how we're lining up in attack. And I say Martinelli over on the left-hand side and Eddie Nketiah through the middle. Arsenal battling away in midfield, wins the ball well. That's good. Sambi Lokonga goes back to Gabriel and he plays it square here to Kieran Tierney on the near side for Arsenal. Not really got any sort of attacking threat yet from Arsenal so far in this game. It's still very early days, of course. And I say there's a few players in this team that just need to settle down a little bit, don't they? Because it's their first big appearance for Arsenal, their first start for a couple of them as well. You know, Gabriel now coming forward up to halfway, plays it in to Granit Xhaka, captain tonight, finds Kieran Tierney on this near side. A good run in from Gabriel Martinelli, comes back to Granit Xhaka. You think we're going to be strong down that left-hand side. This is good play from Eddie Nketiah. Touched off by Vieira to Tomiyasu. We've got Marquinhos outside him here. This is better from Arsenal. Marquinhos now over on that far side. Gets across in towards the end. 6-yard header comes in. Oh, it's just wide. Martinelli it was. Or was it Eddie Nketiah got it? They both kind of went in there. That was good play from Arsenal. That's our best attack so far in this game. It was a good cross actually from Marquinhos over from that far side. In fact, it was Martinelli got in front of Eddie Nketiah. He got the header away. Maybe should have done better with it. Should have hit the target. He didn't get enough on it, and it's glanced off his head and gone wide. But that was much better from Arsenal. That was good football. That was a nice attack, and an end product on the end of it. Not a goal, but it was a dangerous cross and a header there from Martinelli from about 6 yards. I say he should maybe have found the target there, but anyway, it was much better from Arsenal. And Zurich trying to play it out from the back. And that's a long ball through the centre, but it's going to go all the way through to Matt Turner, who grabs that ball safely, rolls it to Gabriel, and Arsenal back on the attack again. Hopefully that move we just put together there will give us some confidence now. We can go on and start to really turn the key in this game, put the Zurich defence under a lot more pressure is what we need to do, and hopefully we will come out on top and win this game. But it's been a slightly shaky start from Arsenal. Gabriel now plays it to this near side to Kieran Tierney. Arsenal now looking a little bit more controlled in possession of the ball than we did earlier on. That's good play from Martinelli. Plays it back to Rob Holding. He's got a lot of space. Just plays it short there to Sambi Lokonga. Rolls it in to Eddie Nketiah, who's dropped very deep actually. But good play from Nketiah. Finds Lokonga again. Arsenal just knocking the ball around in the midfield at the moment. Granit Xhaka now on halfway. Plays it out to Tomiyasu on that far side. Good to see Tomiyasu back in the starting lineup. Hopefully we'll see him back in the team on a more regular basis going forward. He had a great season, didn't he, last year? But Arsenal going forward again now. Fabio Vieira picks up the ball. He plays it to this near side to Kieran Tierney. Puts a cross in towards the far post. The header comes in. Now it's cleared away. Granit Xhaka plays it back into the box. Martinelli tries an overhead kick, but it's gone a long way wide. Spectacular goal it would have been, but again Arsenal getting the ball into the box, looking a lot more dangerous there. It was a good defensive header actually initially from that cross, but it fell to Granit Xhaka. He headed it on, and Martinelli tried an overhead kick which was never going anywhere near the goal, and it's another goal kick to Zurich. Terry says ESR injury don't sound too good. No, I mean it's a shame, isn't it, because he's one injury after another he's had, isn't he? It's such a shame because we know what quality he's got. And if he can get himself fit again, I'm sure he's going to be really influential for us this season. But yeah, another disappointing injury for Emil Smith-Rowe. Let's hope it's not as bad as we fear, and he'll be back with us very, very soon. But anyway, Martinelli coming forward now for Arsenal finds Granit Xhaka, who's, I say, his influence on the team has been clear for everybody to see, and he's got the armband tonight. Now Arsenal building another attack down that far side. Oh, that's not a great ball actually from Fabio Vieira, but Rob Holding picks it up. He's got Gabriel in a bit of space in the centre circle if he needs him. Instead, he keeps going forward. That's a nice ball into Eddie Nketiah on the edge of the penalty. It does well there, Eddie. Turns away from a defender, plays it back to Tomiyasu. Arsenal now looking a lot more in control. Lokonga now finds Granit Xhaka, and now he gets the ball over to his near side. Kieran Tierney, Arsenal have worked this well. Can we get a shot away at the end of it? Martinelli on the edge of the box, plays it into Granit Xhaka inside the area, drills it across the 6-yard box. Good defending again from Zurich, but only as far as Kieran Tierney. Xhaka again puts a cross in again towards a penalty spot. Oh, Marquinhos, was it coming at the far post? It was the Brazilian on his debut, fired over the top there. This is much better from Arsenal now. We're starting to settle down. We're pinging our passes a lot more accurately now. Martinelli, that was a lovely ball to Granit Xhaka, reverse pass. Xhaka's cross there, low cross. It was cleared away initially, only as far as Kieran Tierney. Gave it back to Xhaka again. That's a lovely cross as well. Came to Marquinhos just by the penalty spot, and he couldn't keep his shot down. And it's fired high over the crossbar into the crowd behind that goal, away to our left. But that's much better again from Arsenal. That's 2 opportunities that we've created now. You do feel as though if we keep playing like this now, the goal isn't too far away, is it, for us? But at the moment, it's Zurich in possession on this near side. They haven't really threatened us too much apart from their own mistakes. They haven't created much of their own, have they? It's just their mistakes have given them an opportunity. But they are coming forward down this near side. This is Krasniqi on the edge of the penalty. He tries a shot. It's well blocked actually from Gabriel. And now maybe Arsenal can launch a counter-attack. Fabio Vieira plays it up this near side. Eddie Nketiah can have a run here. He's just coming onto the edge of the penalty. Plays it right across the box. It's a great ball. It's a great goal. It's Marquinhos on his debut. 15 minutes in and he scored a goal. What a great counter attack that was from Arsenal. Fabio Vieira started it. A great ball out to this near side to Eddie Nketiah. A lovely pass. And Marquinhos looks quite emotional after scoring that goal. And it was a very, very good goal. In fact, he is. He's in tears at the moment, the young man. What a great moment for him, though. He gives Eddie Nketiah a great little hug there for his assist. But this was a great counter-attack from Arsenal. Lovely play from Fabio Vieira. What a ball that is up this near side to Eddie Nketiah. He got a lovely run. What a great running off the ball that was from Marquinhos. A perfect cross. Bang. First time finish, right foot into the top corner. That is a fantastic. And it is, of course. It is, of course, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Marquinhos with the goal on his debut. Brilliant stuff. He got emotional about that as well. That's great to see, actually. It shows how much it means to the young man. And I say it only took him 15 minutes into his Arsenal debut to open his account. And it was a very well taken goal, a lovely counter-attack from Arsenal. We said the goal was maybe coming. We could see it coming. We'd started to get on top in this game, and our quality there really showed. Great play from Eddie as well. You've got to give Eddie Nketiah a lot of credit for that. It was a beautiful ball across the goal. Terry says, get in there. Indeed. Let's kind of keep this going, though. We're coming forward again now. Sambi Lokonga finds Tomiyasu over on that far side. It's going to be Marquinhos. Is it? Can he get there ahead of the defender? He has done. Oh, he's been fouled there. Surely that's going to be a yellow card as well. It is indeed a yellow card for the Zurich defender. I don't know what he's complaining about there. He was late there. He was slow. Marquinhos showed great pace. Got the ball first, and that is a yellow card. It is for Nketiah, who's got that yellow card. Nketiah, who has just been booked for Zurich there. It was very late challenge there on Marquinhos, who's okay, the goal scorer. And Arsenal got a free kick. It's just it's almost like a corner, really. It's about 10 yards in from the corner flag, just on the edge of the penalty area. Let's see if we can get a goal here. Another one. It's going to be Fabio Vieira with this free kick for Arsenal. Can he put a good ball in and get a second goal? Maybe Marquinhos might be looking to get another one tonight. He's certainly looked lively in these opening stages here. We've played 18, nearly 19 minutes. Here's a free kick to Arsenal, just on the edge of the penalty over on that far side. Arsenal's right. Fabio Vieira is going to whip this in with his left foot. Can he create an opportunity here for Arsenal? It's a free kick into the near post, low, but it's cleared away actually by the defender, Kryes, then who was just booked for that foul. But it's going to be a throw to Arsenal, which Fabio Vieira is going to take himself. In fact, he isn't. He leaves it for Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu throws it up the line, looking there for Granit Xhaka, but Arsenal fall back a little bit here. And Sambi Lokonga plays it back to Rob Holding. Now it's with Kieran Tierney. Arsenal keeping possession well. Granit Xhaka now plays it square into Sambi Lokonga. That's a nice ball, dinked over the top. Is it going to be 2-0? It's a lovely finish. Is it in? Oh, it's onto the roof of the net. That was Fabio Vieira, almost going to be a first goal for Fabio Vieira as well. That was a lovely ball played through to him. I think it was Sambi Lokonga with a pass over the top. A lovely run from Vieira. He got there ahead of the goalkeeper, lofted the ball over him, but he couldn't quite keep it down. It went onto the top of the net instead of into the net. But that was, again, good play from Arsenal. Some of these young players are looking exciting, aren't they? Great stuff there. Rajendra says 1-0 to the Arsenal. Indeed, it is 1-0 to the Arsenal. Shane's in the chat here. Shane says, so happy to see him score. Made up a lot of ground to get on. I know he did. He made up a real lot of ground. Really, really good. And Rajendra says Eddie's speed showing. Yeah, he played a good part in that goal, didn't he, Eddie Nketiah? Usually we're seeing him getting those in the box to finish him off, but he can assist as well, and he did brilliant there. And I say Fabio Vieira's ball initially started that move. So a good day for the young Arsenal, or good evening for the young Arsenal players so far, isn't it? And it is 1-0 to the Arsenal, as Rajendra said there. And a lovely goal. Brilliant finish, actually, you have to say. First time, difficult to hit them. The ball was coming at him with pace. He was coming onto it at pace as well. It would have been easy to have fired that over the bar, but he kept it under control and put it into the top corner. a really good finish. And if that's what's to come from this young man, and we're going to have some exciting times, aren't we? Seeing Marquinhos play. Anyone else coming forward again now with Kieran Tierney down his near side. He's going on a run, actually. He's going to get there as well. Can he keep the ball in? He does. And he plays it off the defender, Brojanjovic, and it is going to be a throw to Arsenal on his near side. That was a good play there, actually. Rajendra says there, to sync, I'm 3 minutes behind. Oh, yeah, 3 minutes behind. Okay. Hopefully, you might catch up with us very soon. Anyway, Gabriel now coming forward for Arsenal, totally in control of this game now. We've played, we're midway through this first half, 21 and a half minutes. And after a slightly shaky start, we gave the ball away a couple of times, put ourselves under a little bit of pressure. We've settled down now and playing some nice football and creating 2 or 3 really good opportunities, including the goal, of course, from Marquinhos. That's given us the lead after 15 minutes, that goal was. Also coming forward again, Gabriel up this near side finds Kieran Tierney. He's got a couple of runners, Martinelli ahead of him. Instead, he goes back to Sambi Lokonga, now to Tomiyasu. He's got Marquinhos again hugging that far touchline. He's got the ball again, the Brazilian, the goal scorer for Arsenal. Can he create something now instead of getting a go? Eddie Nketiah there tried to turn away from the defender on the edge of the box, but he wasn't able to. And Zurich managed to get the ball away, but not very far because Rob Holdings picked that up again. Tomiyasu pings it in to Granit Xhaka. Arsenal looking dangerous again. And now it's with Martinelli on his near side. He cuts inside. He's going to try and get a shot away with his right foot. Martinelli instead, he plays it across to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu's yet to score for Arsenal. Dinks a ball into the box and doesn't shoot. And again, it's headed away by this mass white shirted defence by Zurich. Anyway, Kieran Tierney now in possession for Arsenal, really putting the pressure on now. You do feel that we need to make the most of this, get some more goals before half time. Well, we're playing pretty well here. Now it's Fabio Vieira. Sambi Lokonga, Fabio Vieira again. Tomiyasu, plays out to Marquinhos over on that far side. He's gone past his man again, Marquinhos. He's fouled again, is he? Either way, it's going to be a corner, is it? In fact, it is a corner, or is it a free kick? Marquinhos' pace is causing a lot of problems to this Zurich defence over on that far side. He got past Gruera this time. And I think that is a foul, actually. It probably would have been a goal kick in actual fact, but I think it's going to be a foul. Actually, no, I think it might be a corner. I think it actually went off the Brazilian. But anyway, I think it is going to be a corner. It looked more like a free kick than anything anyway. But against a corner over on that far side, can Arsenal get another goal? It is going to be Fabio Vieira with this set piece for Arsenal. Already ahead by 1-0. Fabio Vieira calls it in towards the near post. Again, it's headed out, though, by the Zurich defence. They've defended pretty well so far. They couldn't do a lot with that goal on the counter-attack that Arsenal scored, but they have defended pretty solidly so far. Kieran Tierney, though, with the ball back into the box. Goes all the way across to the far side to Fabio Vieira, still out there from that corner into Granit Xhaka. Can he get a shot away? He does! Oh, it's just wide of that near post. I thought that was going to sneak in. I think the goalkeeper maybe got a touch on that just to push it round the corner there. It was a good effort, that, from Granit Xhaka, actually. Just on the edge of the box, a nice touch. It was, in fact, I think it was going wide anyway. Just maybe going wide that near post. The goalkeeper wasn't sure. He did get a touch to it, and it is going to be another corner which is taken already. Comes all the way to this near side, and it is Eddie Nketiah tried to thread the ball through to Tierney, but it's gone off the defender, and it's going to be another corner to Arsenal on this near side this time. The pressure really is mounting on that Zurich defence, and it just looks like a matter of time before we get a second and possibly more goals. But we shall see what this corner brings on this near side. The corner has played short, actually, to Fabio Vieira. It's Martinelli gets it back again. Back to Fabio Vieira. Oh, it wasn't a great cross. He was seen to be falling as he hit that. It's come out to Kieran Tierney, though, up that far side, to Vieira again. That's a lovely ball. Tomiyasu's far forward into the box to Eddie Nketiah. He's got 2 defenders around him. He does well. Gets it back to Tomiyasu. Chips it towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but it's headed out again by a Zurich defender. But still Arsenal in possession again with Vieira. Plays it to this near side to Martinelli. Feels weird saying Vieira playing for Arsenal again, doesn't it? But anyway, it's good to see the young man in the team, and he's playing well. Granit Xhaka now pings that ball out to that far side to the goal scorer, Marquinhos, running again at that Zurich defence inside the penalty. It's across towards the far post. Overhit slightly this time, but Martinelli's going to chase this and keep it in. He does keep it in. Plays well, actually, there. Plays it back to Kieran Tierney. And Arsenal just keeping possession and not allowing the Zurich defence to get out at all. Tomiyasu with that ball there into the near side. Martinelli plays it across the 6-yard box, headed out again by Zurich, only as far as Kieran Tierney. Arsenal really turning up the pressure now, but Martinelli has to stretch for that. But Arsenal do keep possession with Gabriel. Exchanges passes there with Sambi Lokonga. Now Rob Holding is going to tidy up, and hopefully it's going to mean Arsenal can keep this attack going over on that far side with Marquinhos. And next now with Fabio Vieira. Can Arsenal get this second goal before half-time? Shane says there 25 minutes in and no strong calls from the ref. Great to see. No, there hasn't been. It's been a fairly easy game for the refs. Maybe there was that one challenge by that defender there that gave a yellow card on that foul on Marquinhos. But other than that, it has been a fairly good game, easy game to referee. But suddenly an attack here for Zurich. A ball almost played through there, but a good defending from Gabriel actually to cut that out. And Arsenal do force Zurich back into their own half again. And they try to get the ball forward again with Bonzanovic, but the ball is now back with Matt Turner, who hasn't had too much to do since that shaky start when he gave the ball away a couple of times. Looked a little bit concerning, wasn't it? A couple of times there, but anyway, ultimately we survived that, and now we've got Gabriel playing the ball forward now into Eddie Nketiah, who's dropped deep. Plays the ball out to that far side again to Marquinhos. And a lot of the ball, the young Brazilian, it's his goal that separates the teams at the moment. Sambi Lokonga plays it back to Tomiyasu. Again, this is good from Arsenal. Lokonga plays it back to Marquinhos. A nice little triangle there that they're playing between themselves, which is good. Tomiyasu now plays it square to Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka's looking for a longer pass. Instead, he goes short to Sambi Lokonga. And Arsenal are keeping possession here well. Tomiyasu over on that far side finds Marquinhos and back to Granit Xhaka. This is a really good play this from Arsenal. Are we going to get the second goal on the end of this attack? Gabriel now plays it to this near side. Kieran Tierney, we're moving the ball across the pitch well. Still not quite able to get in behind that Zurich defence again. Just that one time we did it and we scored on the counter-attack, and that was a beautiful goal. There's absolutely no doubt about that. We're coming forward again, but that ball's cut out actually, and now Zurich can come forward themselves looking for a goal on the counter-attack that's similar to what we scored. But Kieran Tierney's back, tidying that up. He's had a good game, Kieran Tierney. He's looking good in this game so far, which is good to see. Let's hope that that can continue, because he's not necessarily been in the best of form, has he? I don't feel yet so far this season. Lost his place to Zinchenko, of course, as we know, but he's got his opportunity again tonight, and so far he is looking pretty good, which is always good to see. Of course, that's what we want to see. We want to see all our players playing well and with confidence, and hopefully that's what's going to happen. But he's had a good game tonight. But Zurich are in possession on this near side for Arsenal. For Zurich, so looking to get a goal in there. Good defending from Rob Holding. Was the striker there, Nketiah, I think it was, with that opportunity. Good defending from Rob Holding. He's done a couple of good blocks tonight as well, actually. So good start to the game from him. He maybe took a little bit too long to decide there, the Zurich striker, and he gave Rob Holding the opportunity to come across and deal with that. And Arsenal back in possession again. But that was maybe the best opportunity that they'd had to perhaps get themselves level, Zurich, on the counter-attack. Arsenal have completed 210 passes and Zurich just 41. It kind of shows the dominance, doesn't it, that we've had in this game. But it is only 1-0, and we know sometimes how precious or how fragile, rather, a 1-0 lead can be. We've seen it ourselves plenty of times, haven't we? So let's hope that we can get that second goal while we're playing well and kill this game off, and hopefully that will see us through this game, kick off this group stage, which I say is going to be, it's not the easiest group we've ever had. It's not the most difficult group either, is it? I'm sure we're going to be massive favourites to go through. But it's important to win your first game, isn't it? That gives you a platform then to go on and get through. Martinelli now, that's a good touch from him on his near side, finds Kieran Tierney, plays it in to Sambi Lokonga. Arsenal's passing is a lot better now following the first 10 minutes. That's a great ball actually from Gabriel, almost looking for Eddie Nketiah, just ran away from him there, and it's ran through to goalkeeper Brecker. I just dropped my team sheet there actually. So I was struggling with the names for a minute. I'm struggling with them anyway, actually. Anyway, Granit Xhaka now plays the ball over the top to Martinelli on this near side. He's got two defenders. The company does well. Martinelli plays the ball back to Sambi Lokonga, and now Gabriel. Oh, it's a bit of a loose ball from Gabriel. A couple of times he's done that actually. Kieran Tierney didn't give Kieran Tierney much opportunity to get that ball, but he got it back again, and now he finds Rob Holding, and he goes back to Matt Turner. It's back with Gabriel again. This ball, hopefully, he's a bit better out of defence. It's not. Again, it goes straight to a Zurich player. Again, very sloppy from Gabriel. And Zurich now coming forward on this near side, just inside the penalty area. But that's a poor ball again, actually. That was by Krizenki, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Arsenal. But again, Gabriel's been sloppy a couple of times with his passing out of defence, actually. And it's almost causes some problems, but they're just showing the goal again now. Brilliant goal it was. Eddie Nketiah on that near side. What a cross that is. And that is a brilliant finish, you have to say. First time, very difficult ball to control. Coming at him at pace, he had to stretch a little bit, but he's put that right in the top corner. A lovely moment for him. And so he did get really emotional actually when he scored, which is nice to see actually. So I say it shows how much it means to the lad. And a great way to open your account for your new club as well. What a brilliant goal that was. Anyway, Arsenal now trying to come forward again. That's a long ball over the top from Kieran Tierney. Eddie Nketiah is going to be underneath this. That's a strange first touch, but he's kept it in, and then he wins a corner as well. It kind of looked like he kicked it more up rather than getting it under control. But anyway, thankfully, he managed to win us a corner, and we've got an opportunity now to get this second goal. And hopefully we can go on from this point and finish this game off. 33 minutes on the clock. It's been a decent performance overall from Arsenal. One or two sloppy moments, though, which we're going to have to be careful of because they've had one or two little moments, haven't they, Zurich? We've had to defend a couple of times. Anyway, it's a corner from the near side. Martinelli to that far post, but good goalkeeping actually from Brecher. And he throws it out quickly down that far side, but actually too quickly. And Kieran Tierney's across. He's having a good game, Kieran Tierney, actually, both defensively and in attack as well. And he did well there to bring that ball forward. And now it's back with Rob Holding. Kevin's in the chat. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you, mate. He says, evening, Richard. Good, comfortable start. Vieira looks to be enjoying it. He does, yeah. And so does Marquinhos. They're both looking good, aren't they? Good to see them in the team tonight. We've been excited to see them play. But we've got some defending to do here. It's attacking now on this near side. Gets into the penalty area. Plays a cold ball across the box to the far post. Oh, a shot came in there. It was Sharesh on the far post. It was deflected, actually, behind. It's going to be a corner, I think, to Zurich. That was a goal. It was an effort on a counter-attack as well. It was good play, actually, down this near side from Otika, sorry. Good play there. It found that at the far post, it was quite. Who got that block in there? I couldn't see who it was that got the block in. A really good defensive block. It was Kieran Tierney again, actually. Wow. There you go. We said Kieran Tierney's having a great game, and that's a great block. You would imagine that was going to be the equaliser if Kieran Tierney hadn't slid across there and won that ball. It is a corner to Zurich, but it could have been so much worse, couldn't it? And it is a corner. It's the third corner for Zurich over on that far side in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Arsenal don't really clear it away. It's more up than out. We still haven't really cleared it away. It's fell to the edge of the area. Zurich now looking to get a ball back across the box, but that's good goalkeeping at the near post by Matt Turner. Good hands from the American. A nice throw out, actually, to Granit Xhaka. And maybe Arsenal can come forward on a counter-attack again. Eddie Nketiah does well, actually, twisting and turning. In fact, sorry, it's Manquillos plays the ball back to Fabio Vieira. Those two are certainly having a great game, and Fabio Vieira has been fouled by Krasniqi, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Just a bit of a late challenge there from Krasniqi on Fabio Vieira, and it is going to be a free kick. Hopefully he's okay, the young Portuguese. Shane says Gabriel have to stop making small mistakes. Yeah. He has a few each game. No, you're right, he does. And some of his passing out of defence has been really poor tonight. You know, he's made 3 or 4 really bad passes, actually. One back to Matt Turner, which led to an early chance. 2 or 3 others playing out of defence have been really, really poor. His distribution has got to be better. Anyway, Let's hope it's just one of those games. Get it out of the way tonight in a game that hopefully we can win, and he can be back on form again at the weekend. Rob Holding in possession at the moment for Arsenal. He's back with Gabriel now inside the centre circle. His passing in the final third has been a lot better. When he's been in the defensive end of the pitch, that's when he's given the ball away. He struggled a little bit. Anyway, it's a long ball over the top. Again, Arsenal coming forward on that far side. Marquinhos, he's going to keep this in, is he? He does keep it in, but there's nobody there inside the box for Arsenal. A comfortable catch by the goalkeeper, Brecha. And now, again, they're trying to launch a counter-attack here. FC Zurich. Great defensive play there from Granit Xhaka, back, of course, in his home nation, of course, Switzerland. And he's playing well as well, the captain tonight, Granit Xhaka. In fact, it's a good performance from Arsenal. Just one or two sloppy moments, mainly from Gabriel, actually, and one or two from Matt Turner as well, have given us a few little scary moments. But overall, of course, it has been a decent Arsenal performance, a really decent Arsenal performance. But again, we've got to kill teams off, haven't we? We've seen that problem in the Premier League in recent weeks. We've played well. We've got ourselves in front. We haven't killed teams off, and then we've conceded a sloppy equaliser, and we've had to come back again. And Zurich have had one or two little opportunities. We've had to defend a couple of times well. Rob Holding and Kieran Tierney. So we've got to be careful of that, haven't we? We've got to be mindful. We've got to keep concentrated, cut out these silly mistakes, and hopefully we can get that second goal and finish this game off, because that's what we desperately need to do. We have played well, but a 1-0 lead is never quite enough, is it? You do feel as though this defence of Arsenal's got a mistake or two in us, and we've seen one or two already. Gabriel in possession, he's made most of them, actually, unfortunately for him tonight. But that was a better ball, square to Rob Holding, looking for some movement ahead of him. Instead, he goes back to Gabriel on halfway for Arsenal. It is Zurich 0, Arsenal 1. We've played 37.5 minutes just gone in the first half here in Gallen. Looks quite packed, this stadium, actually, considering it's not the normal stadium that FC Zurich play at. So their fans are about to travel 50-odd miles away, and there's another free kick to Arsenal there. That was Zamali, who's given away that free kick in midfield, that foul on Arsenal captain Granit Xhaka. And it's going to be another free kick to the team in black. It was a free kick. Just got a little bit late again, didn't it? They've done that one or two times in this game. It was great play, actually, from Granit Xhaka before that to win the ball back. And he's playing well, I say, back in his home country. Sure, he knows this part of the world very, very well. Arsenal in possession again, with Sambi Lokonga, plays it forward to Rob Holding. It wasn't the greatest ball, but Rob Holding does manage to get that under control. Plays it back again to Gabriel, and now to Kieran Tierney, who can bring the ball over halfway. He has been one of the star performers for Arsenal in this first half. Rob Holding finds one of the other ones, Marquinhos, over on that far side. What a great first half in an Arsenal shirt for him. Plays the ball back to Tomiyasu, Rob Holding again. And Zurich have defended pretty well as a unit, and they keep forcing us back. I say the only goal that we scored was on the counter-attack. We haven't managed to break them down with all our possession in front of their back five or back six at times. We haven't been able to really break them down like that. So it was that one counter-attack. Eddie Nketiah now goes past one player, turns back inside, finds Kieran Tierney. Now he's found Martinelli on this near touchline. Plays it back again to Kieran Tierney. That's a good ball in to Eddie Nketiah just outside the Zurich penalty on this near side. Plays it back again to Kieran Tierney. Arsenal looking to try to create that opportunity here. Martinelli running at that defence on this near side. Plays it back again to Kieran Tierney. Now he goes a square to Sambi Lokonga. Almost runs away from the Belgian, but he does manage to find Tomiyasu on that far side. Up to Marquinhos, who does well again. Holds the ball up, and now Sambi Lokonga picks it up. In fact, no, the referee's given a free kick to Zurich against Marquinhos there. And not quite sure what that was for, actually, because he seemed to do pretty well there. I don't know how he did pull it. He did pull the defender back out. So fair enough. The referee spotted that. Difficult to see at first glance. Regenda says there, this team is playing together for the first time, and hence patchy. More games now improve. No, 100% right. I mean, it is. I think it's 7 changes, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, a lot of those changes have been players that have played in this team before. Kieran Tierney, for example, Eddie Nketiah, Rob Holding, Tomiyasu. All these players that have come in generally have played. It's only really Vieira and Marquinhos that haven't played together before in this team. And both of them actually have played really well. It's been one or two of the other more experienced players who maybe haven't quite settled yet. So Gabriel in possession there, plays the ball back to Rob Holding. But yeah, I mean, it's been a good performance from Arsenal. You just want to see us again when we're 1-0 up playing well, is to get that second goal and get the third goal and push on and kill the game off. That's one thing we haven't been able to do. Our goals to shots ratio has been poor this season. And again, tonight, it's not great, is it? We've scored one great goal, but we've had 2 or 3 other good opportunities, and we need to be more clinical, don't we? If we're going to be successful in the league and also in the Europa League. Anyway, they're coming forward now, FC Zurich on this near side, looking for an equaliser before half-time, or crossing to the box. It was headed away, well, up more than away by Gabriel, but Martinelli helps the clearance, and we have at least managed to force Zurich back. That ball played back into the box. So another defensive header by Gabriel. It's going to go out for a corner to Zurich. They're still in this game, Zurich. Arsenal have dominated much of this first half. We've played 41 and a half minutes, but Zurich are still in this. Shane says there, KT like someone playing five-a-side, all over the pitch, fighting to get back into that first. No, he is. And that's what you want to see, don't you? You want to see players that aren't getting a regular start when they do play in this competition in other games to show that they should be in that first team. And KT's had a great first half, it has to be said. And yeah, he'll be fighting to get in that team for Sunday. That corner was dangerous, actually, but again, Arsenal clear away only to the edge of the box. It's played back in again. Arsenal again not really getting there. And in fact, it's a penalty. I think it's Eddie Nketiah with the challenge there. Arsenal didn't deal with that corner particularly well. Eddie Nketiah's gone through the back there of one of the Zurich players. There's not too many complaints from Arsenal. I don't think we can have too many complaints. It did look like a foul. We'll see the replay here. Arsenal just didn't deal with that corner at all. It came back in again, and Eddie was the wrong side. It was the number 6 who was fouled, Ality, who it was that was fouled there. I think it was a foul. He got the wrong side, Eddie. Not a natural defender, obviously. He's a centre forward doing a defensive job, and unfortunately he got caught out there. And it is a penalty to Zurich in the last couple of minutes of this first half. We said they're not out of this game, and now they've got a great opportunity to get themselves level. It's going to be Nketiah who's going to take this penalty, facing Matt Turner, who's got a great penalty saving record, actually. It has to be said. He does have a great goal scoring, a great penalty saving record, Arsenal's goalkeeper. So he's had to face one very early in his Arsenal career now. Let's see if he can produce a save. Certainly for the American national team, he saved a few. Is he going to save this one from Zurich, or will it be 1-1 coming into half-time? Come on, Matt. Make a hero of yourself on your debut. It's in front of the Arsenal fans behind that goal. Zurich with a chance here to get themselves level. The referee's not happy with Matt Turner's antics on the line, I don't think. Anyway, we are just about to get this penalty now. Come on, Matt. See if you can make a save. Oh, he's sent the wrong way. It is 1-1. Good penalty, actually, it has to be said, by Nketiah for Zurich. They've got themselves level. They don't perhaps deserve to be level, but that's what happens when you don't kill a team off. We said that 5 minutes ago. You know, you can have as much possession as you like, as many chances as you like, but if you don't take them, you're always likely to be able to concede a goal. And I say we do seem to be able to do that. It's a good penalty, actually, slotted into that bottom left corner. Sent Matt Turner the wrong way. I say he has got a great goal, a great saving record from penalties, but not on this occasion. And just before half time, Zurich are level. 1 or 2 sloppy moments defensively, it's cost us. And Zurich, who haven't won yet in their domestic league this season, have now got level with Arsenal. That penalty, and some of those young Zurich fans there at the other end of the pitch enjoying that goal. We're into the last minute now of the first half. A first half dominated by Arsenal, but there's a lot of pyrotechnics going off and flares behind the goal away to our left, following that equaliser from Zurich. And yeah, not Arsenal again failing to take our chances, and we've been pegged back, which it's happened too many times this season. But we said it before, when we've conceded a goal, we have quite often gone up the other end and scored quickly. Unfortunately, now there's not a lot of time left in this first half for us to do that, because we're in the last 10 seconds of normal time at the end of this first half. There hasn't been too many stoppages either, so I'm not anticipating there's going to be too many either in the time. In fact, 1 minute's come up. So if Arsenal are going to respond to conceding, we've not got very long to do it in this first half, have we? But we should be comfortably ahead, and we're not. Anyway, we've got a throw now in the attacking third on this near side. Kieran Tierney is going to take it. He's looking for some movement here as we move into the last 30 seconds of this first half. The first half that Arsenal should be massively ahead in, and instead we find ourselves level. Anyway, Kieran Tierney tries to poke the ball through to Martinelli, but it's a long clearance up the pitch by Zurich, who I'm sure will be happy to make it to half-time 1-1. Shane says there, silly corner to give away, resulting in a penalty. Yeah, it was a silly corner to give away, and we didn't deal with it, did we? We had 2 opportunities to get it clear. We didn't manage to do it. The ball was recycled back into the box, and you've got Eddie Nketiah, centre forward, trying to do a defensive job for the team. And, he was caught wrong side, and that's what can happen. And we've conceded a goal when we should be out of sight, really, shouldn't we? We know that. But anyway, it is coming up. We are now playing the last few seconds of this first half. That's a long clearance there from the Swiss goalkeeper. In fact, there goes the half-time whistle. It is half-time here at FC Gallen. It's FC Zurich 1, Arsenal 1. A first half that Arsenal dominated pretty much all the way through. We were on top in terms of possession, passes. We had plenty of chances. We got the first goal after 15 minutes, a lovely counter-attacking goal, actually. Fabio Vieira played a ball up the near side to Eddie Nketiah. He did really well, put a low cross to the far post, and there was Marquinhos on his debut, coming at pace at the far post and smashed it into the top corner. A lovely goal. And after that, really, we should have gone on and got 2 or 3 more. We had a few opportunities, didn't make the most of them. A lot of corners, a lot of possession in and around the Zurich penalty area, but again, not really able to get in behind too much. And in the end, right on half-time, a counter-attack from Zurich. We can see a corner. We don't deal with a corner. Eddie Nketiah fouls Alti in the penalty area, and it was the defender Nketiah who slotted away the penalty to make it half-time. Zurich 1, Arsenal 1, and a tale of, again, decent Arsenal play, but not taking enough of our chances, not making the most of the possession and the opportunities that we create, and maybe not creating enough clear opportunities for the possession that we have either. And that's another criticism maybe that we've had this season. The positives have been that the 2 new guys out on field, Vieira and Marquinhos, both have looked really good. A lovely goal from Marquinhos as well. Kieran Tierney's had a great game at the back. Rob Holding's played well. Tommy Asu as well. Good to see him back in the team. Xhaka's having a decent game. Nobody's playing badly, really, apart from Gabriel, who's made some really sloppy defensive mistakes. And Matt Turner has looked a little bit shaky as well at times. It is his debut, so we'll let him off. But yeah, it's been a good performance, but the sloppy moments are coming out a little bit too much sometimes. And as Terry just says there, is this not killing teams off? It is going to come back and bite us on the bum if we don't start taking the chance. Absolutely. And that's what's happened tonight, hasn't it? We've been in control of that game, 1-0 up, almost cruising, it seemed. And then suddenly, out of almost nothing, we've conceded a goal. It happened against Aston Villa. It happened against Fulham. It's happened again tonight. It happened against Man United in some ways, didn't it? We were on top in that game. We got it back to 1-1 and conceded a goal. And yeah, I don't know. It's something that we need to put right. And if we don't, you're absolutely right. It is going to come back and haunt us in much more bigger games than this one, without a shadow of a doubt. We've got to kill teams off when we're on top, when we're playing well. We've got to be more clinical, and we've got to be a little bit more decisive in that final third. A lot of passing without really going anywhere. And that is something that we do need to look at and improve if we're going to, if we're going to, if this season's going to go the way we want it to go, which is to be successful and if we keep conceding sloppy goals in games that we should be miles out of sight, we're going to make it really hard for ourselves, aren't we? And we've done it again tonight. We need to come out in the second half and do it all again. Right, okay. What I need to do is coming up after the show. Actually, we've got the Arsenal social. It's going to be starting about 8:15. Adam's show is going ahead, so I need to put some links out for that. I'll do that now at half time. So bear with us for the second half. We'll be back very, very shortly. So stay with us, and I will play you some music while I get a few things sorted out. Speak to you very, very soon for the second half. It is a half time here in Gallen. It is FC Zurich 1, Arsenal 1. Shouldn't be. Arsenal should be miles ahead, but we're not. It's 1-1. But stay tuned. I'll be back very, very shortly for all the second half action. Hopefully, we can kill this game off, get the victory, and move on to Sunday. But we'll see. Still all to play for. Hello, how are you doing? Getting ready for the second half here in Switzerland. Obviously, it is FC Zurich 1, Arsenal 1, as you can see there from the scoreline. Not what we was anticipating, really, and not perhaps what we should have got from that first half, because we played well for the majority of the game. But unfortunately, we've seen with this team sometimes playing well isn't always giving us the score lines that we should be getting, quite honestly, because we're dominating a lot of games, we're playing really, really well, but unfortunately we haven't always been able to take our chances to kill teams off, and that's what's happened in this game. We found ourselves now at 1-1 where we should be we should be well clear. But anyway, let's see what happens in this second half, and let's hope that that sloppiness isn't going to come back and haunt us too much. I'm sure it won't. I'm sure we'll still win this game. But let's see what happens. I'm just trying to share the link to the show coming up after us here, which is the Arsenal Social. Adam's brilliant show, looking at all the social media fallout from the defeat of Manchester United and loads of other great stuff as well. So that's going to be coming up 8 o'clock actually now. Adam said he's going to nip on straight after this. 8 o'clock he's coming on, and let's hope that it will be a good show. Let's hope you can join us for that as well. It's going to be good. It's always a good show, isn't it? And it's one of the great new shows that we've got on the channel this season. There was one last night. I hope you enjoyed that, which was, of course, Melvin's Highbury Matters show. Some real Arsenal history. Brilliant stuff that was. Great guest Martin was on with some great memories. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, great to see the great memorabilia as well that Martin has. So if you missed that show last night, please join us. Please catch up with it, on the channel. Really good. And I say join us at 8 o'clock tonight for the Arsenal Social, which is Adam's really good show as well. So let's hope that you can join us for that coming up after this at 8 o'clock. Rajendra says there, Eddie not learned from Gabby Jesus, not put in strong through their box and get goal. See, I think Eddie's had a good first half, but the problem is what Gabriel Jesus does, he drops deep to link up the play, and then he spins and he's in the box, isn't he? Whereas Eddie he's coming deep to link the play, and he's spinning and he's going wide, but he's not always getting himself into the box, is he? And getting on the end of those chances, and that's maybe something he's got to improve on. He needs to improve his goal scoring record. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, I think he's played pretty well in that first half, though. It's a great assist for the goal, so I'm not going to be too harsh on him. But yes, we'd all want to be seeing him score more goals in a game like this. He's got to be getting himself a goal or two, hasn't he? As a centre forward playing against a team. No disrespect to Zurich, they would have worked really hard and they played pretty well. But you can see we're a much better team than them. And these are the sort of opponents where Eddie's got to start scoring goals, isn't he? He's got to start scoring more goals. There's no doubt about that. But we'll see what happens. Actually, I'm just hearing some news. I do apologise if we've not mentioned it before. The Queen has actually died. Just been announced a few moments ago. We knew there were some issues there, so I think maybe with that news, perhaps it's not appropriate to maybe do the social show tonight. Now, just feel as though maybe isn't maybe a good time to do that. It is a fun show, etc., and maybe that we need to put that on hold, maybe. So yeah, perhaps that's the best thing to do. The best thing to do tonight, I feel now. With that news, I say it's just come through. It's been confirmed. We knew there were some issues going on there today. So yes, really sad news that is, of course. I'm sure you'll all agree. Shane says there, R.I.P. Your Majesty. Thinking of my fellow British Gunners, indeed. Terry says, 100% Shane, R.I.P. Queenie. Rajendra as well. Alex Gooner there. Yeah, it is very sad news. It kind of puts a game of football into perspective a little bit, doesn't it? We all love football and we all enjoy watching it, and it gives us a lot of pleasure. a lot of agony as well sometimes. But you know, I guess you put it into perspective, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It isn't overly that important, is it? Really, when you think about it. So, yeah, it is. It is. You know, she's been a part of all our lives for such a long time. You know, it's a very sad day. So yeah, I think maybe with that news we will postpone the social show tonight, and we will we'll reschedule that for another time. Obviously next week there's another Europa League game, but I'm sure we can fit it in. There's more, you know. There's more important things at this moment to be worried about. I mean, you know, we'll carry on with the second half of this game. You know, the game's going to go on, and they're just doing a memorial thing in the centre circle now. All the players are in a huddle, just to commemorate that as well. So we'll have a moment's silence for this. And that's that. The Arsenal players are wearing black armbands for this second half. And yeah, you know, remarkable lady. Let's be honest. What a fantastic ambassador she's been for the UK and the Commonwealth and everybody else. So, yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of tributes paid to her over the next few days and weeks. So, anyway, we are about to start the second half of this game. It seems to be a bit of a strange atmosphere now, unfortunately. It is what it is. And yeah, that was nice though to do that. You know, the fans in the stadium gave the respect as well. I say Arsenal's now got black armbands on as well for this second half. We are up and underway, and I know the game might not mean that much now as much as it perhaps did before, but it is still going ahead. We are still going to finish this game, and it is. Let's remember, FC Zurich won, Arsenal won, and Arsenal are coming forward with Fabio Vieira right at the start of this second half. Arsenal taking the goal to our right at the end, which the Arsenal fans are congregating behind the goal. Are we going to get a second goal? A shot comes in there from Martinelli. It's actually headed away by a defender in front of the goalkeeper, and Arsenal straight away going to get a corner at the start of the second half. I think we've been a comfortable save by the goalie actually, but anyway. And it is a corner now to Arsenal at the start of this second half. It is over on that far side. Gabriel Martinelli is going to take it. And he does into that near post. A decent corner. It's headed on. Oh, an Arsenal player couldn't get there actually. It was Marquinhos coming through at the far post. But in the end, it goes behind it. It's going to be a goal kick to FC Zurich. Shane says a minute silence. Yeah, indeed. And Terry as well said, you're showing your class there. Well done. Well, I mean, you know, I think it's the right thing to do, isn't it? You know, realistically, maybe we should stop the show and not carry on with it. But, you know, life goes on, sport goes on. And, you know, the Queen was a big fan of sport, wasn't she, herself? So I'm sure she wouldn't want the game to be disrupted. Oh, I also have a shot there just over the top from Eddie, actually, from the edge of the box. Rippled the top of the net as it went over there. It was good play again from Marquinhos there. It was his run, and then Eddie Nketiah's shot there. It beat the keeper just over the top, actually, to give Arsenal or restore what would have restored Arsenal's lead. Just a little bit too high. I say it's the Arsenal fans are behind that goal to our right, where Arsenal are attacking in this second half. That goal kick again from goalkeeper Brecht has gone long. The header there from Granit Xhaka, but Zurich are back in possession again at the back with Alti. It was him that was fouled, of course, for that penalty just before half-time. And again, a bit like the start of the first half, the game been a little bit scrappy at the start of the second half, but there was that one opportunity there for Eddie, fired over the top from the edge of the penalty. It is a throw over on that far side, which Gabriel takes, finds Matt Turner. He plays it square to Rob Holding, who's had a decent game tonight, has to be said. Rob Holding. The game's almost at walking pace at the moment, actually. Gabriel now trying to bring a little bit more pace to it, plays the ball to this near side to Tomiyasu on Arsenal's right. He's forced back though. Tomiyasu, it's his first start of the season, actually, isn't it? There's a few players making their first start tonight, and most of them have played pretty well, but Arsenal have been pegged back in this game, and it is going to be a throw to Zurich over on that far side on halfway. It is Zurich 1, FC Zurich 1, Arsenal 1, and this opening Europa League group game. Arsenal's first Europa League group game for 2 years, of course, having missed out last season. And this is a big competition for Arsenal this season, isn't it? It's something that we really want to do well in and go as far as we can, and hopefully win. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Rajendra says, I'm back to 3 minutes behind. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know what's going on with your stream, but anyway, I'm in the 48th minute, so I'm assuming you must just be starting the second half, are you? Anyway, Rob Holding in possession just on halfway, plays it back to Gabriel over on that far side. He's maybe been the one player who's looked a little bit sloppy tonight, hasn't he? This ball now to this near side to Marquinhos, who certainly you couldn't accuse him of being sloppy tonight. He's had a great performance, and that's a great cross actually over to that far post. But it's headed out by the fullback over there, and it is going to be a throw to Switzerland. Now it was Kieran Tierney who put that ball out. It's going to be a throw, I say, to Zurich over on that far side, which Bosna Jovic has just taken, and they're back in possession again. Zurich looking to, I'm sure they'll be delighted with a draw actually from this game. You have to say that would be a great result for them, but it would be a massive disappointment, wouldn't it, for Arsenal if we don't win this game. One, due to the performance in that first half, and two, just in the context of the group. It's good to get a win on your first game, isn't it? Arsenal then tried to win the ball back. It was Gabriel Martinelli, but Zurich do come away in possession. That's a long ball over the top, but that's going to run all the way through to Matt Turner, who, while he's conceded a goal on his debut, he hasn't actually had a shot to save, really, has he? Just the penalty, which was a great penalty into the bottom left-hand corner. Turner dived the wrong way, but I think even if he'd gone the right way, I doubt he would have saved it. It was a really good penalty. But other than that, he's not had a shot to save, has he? He's had an interesting debut. He did make one really terrible clearance, didn't he? In the first half, which almost cost us a goal. It wasn't totally his fault. It was a bad ball to him from Gabriel. But he's collected a few crosses and flapped at one or two corners. But anyway, it is currently 1-1. Shane says there, will this weekend group of games be called off? I think they will, out of respect. I think there's a possibility, yeah, it may well be. I guess news of that will come through. We'll have to see exactly what the plans are. Really don't know what's going to happen with that. Shot there comes in from Kieran Tierney, produces a save there from goalkeeper Brecha, quite close to the goalkeeper. You'd expect him to save that, but it was good play from Kieran Tierney again. Got the ball out of his feet on the edge of the penalty area, hit a shot left-footed. Good effort from Tierney, but it was pretty much straight at the goalkeeper, unfortunately. But no, Shane, you're probably right. I wouldn't be surprised if the games do get called off this weekend. Actually, yeah, unless they, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure there'll be some news very, very soon about it. I mean, whether this game tonight would have gone ahead if the news had broken a bit earlier, I don't know. I suppose the players and the fans have travelled to Switzerland. It would have been a shame. But you understand why, don't you? Because there'd be a lot of, there's a lot of affection for the Queen, and rightly so. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the games are called off this weekend. I'll say I'm sure we'll hear more possibly tomorrow. a bit more news on all of that as we go through the evening, I'm sure. But yeah, I say it does put things into perspective, doesn't it? And you know, we all love our football, of course we do, but sometimes other things are more important, aren't they, and take more priority. Rajandra says, yeah, I'm watching your show 3 minutes behind to sync your commentary with the game. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, am I 3 minutes behind your? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay, I'll get you now. Anyway, Sambi Lokonga's in possession for Arsenal. Centre of the pitch goes out to that far side. Kieran Tierney dinks a ball over the top, looking for Martinelli, but he's not going to get there. And it goes back to the goalkeeper, Brecher, who goes long towards halfway. Gabriel is underneath. That's a good header, actually. But it only falls to a Zurich player. And they can maybe try to come forward themselves. They've had one or two lively moments on the counter-attack, haven't they, Zurich? But Arsenal win that ball back well with Sambi Lokonga. There's a bit of space for Eddie Nketiah on the edge of the box. He's done well. Eddie Nketiah gets into the penalty area. Can he get a finish? He does get a finish, but it's straight at the goalkeeper again. Once again, another big opportunity not taken by Eddie Nketiah, not taken by Arsenal. And this is something that we really do need to improve, isn't it? I mean, he did well, actually, Eddie. He got past 2 or 3 defenders and managed to get his shot away, but it had opened up in front of him just prior to that, and he seemed a little bit indecisive what to do. But anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. Granit Xhaka in midfield plays out to that far side to Gabriel Martinelli. He's got Kieran Tierney outside, and we said it goes back to Granit Xhaka, plays it in. That's a lovely little touch. Oh, almost Eddie Nketiah was almost in again. It was Vieira on the edge of the area. A lovely touch, actually. A really nice touch towards Eddie Nketiah. Just couldn't quite get it. Marquinhos, who's got so much pace. That's the one thing you have to say. He's done well again. Marquinhos plays it inside to Martinelli, who's very central this time. Does well, gets it out to Kieran Tierney over on that far side. Kieran Tierney goes around the outside. The defender clips across in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away. Only as fast. Tomiyasu on the volley. And that might explain why he's not scored a goal yet for Arsenal. That went high and wide and didn't even actually reach the stand behind the goal where the fans are. Rajendra says that Eddie used to keep his shot on the ground. Well, he kept that one on the ground, didn't he? It was a good shot on the ground, but it was just he took too long to maybe get the shot away. I think that was the problem, really, wasn't it? And it was far too close to the goalkeeper anyway when it came in. So anyway, it's a goal kick again to FC Zurich, which goalkeeper Brecher takes long deep into the Arsenal half. Again, it's a good header from Gabriel. So one thing he's done well tonight is one of his headers is on the floor of his feet. He's not been too great passing the ball, has he, really, unfortunately? But anyway, he's not made any mistakes in the second half, which is good. After 1 or 2 in that first half. Anyway, it is an attack for Zurich down that far side. And they do well, actually. Zurich knocking 2 or 3 passes together. They've not strung together too many attacking moves, have they? And they've certainly not had too many spells of possession in this game, but they are currently in possession. And the ball it's in their own half at the moment. They're just knocking it around at the back. Trying to find a breakthrough. It's a goal scorer there. Nketiah gets it out to that far side. But Arsenal just comfortably sitting back. That's a long ball in towards a penalty. A good defensive header from Tomiyasu. Finds Marquinhos. He's under pressure from 2 players. Does really well. And Arsenal got out of this well. Tomiyasu now can come forward down this right-hand side. He's got a little bit of space inside. He finds Marquinhos, who's done really well again. Finds Granit Xhaka. Kieran Tierney over on that far side. Is this going to be the second goal? No. Tierney fires over, I think maybe across, or it's actually Martinelli, sorry, the ball across the box there. And there was it Eddie Nketiah there waiting for a tap-in, but instead he gets that all wrong there, Martinelli. I'm not sure if he's going to try, if it was meant to be a cross actually, but anyway, it did go flying high and wide, and that did go into the fans behind that goal, the Arsenal fans behind that goal to our right-hand side. And another opportunity for Arsenal has gone begging, and it's another goal kick, which Brecher goes long again, and again it's Gabriel underneath it. He has won all his headers tonight, Gabriel. You have to say that, even though he's made a few other mistakes. Anyway, Martinelli now cuts inside, plays the ball square to Sambi Lokonga. Another steady game from Sambi Lokonga tonight, has to be said. Well played to him again. Another good game, and Fabio Vieira has just been fouled, and it's going to be another free kick to Arsenal. Just caught from behind, he was there from Sholas, and it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Yeah, just caught there he was on the back of the heel. We've played 57 minutes here at FC Gallen in Switzerland. It is FC Zurich 1, Arsenal 1. That penalty right on the stroke of half time pinged Arsenal back after a really dominant first half performance that lacked the goals that we deserve. But I'll say that's been a recurring theme, hasn't it, this season for Arsenal. Granit Xhaka plays the ball back to Gabriel. Plays it back to Matt Turner. That's a steady touch from him. He's put under pressure, Turner, but he does manage to clear that ball away. And Arsenal now in possession over on that far side. This is good play. Eddie Nketiah has come really deep to link up the play, but he's actually lost out there. I mean, Zurich have defended pretty well, you have to say. Really well, actually, at times. But Arsenal just lack that little bit of quality in that final third to really finish him off. And now maybe an opportunity on a counter-attack, a shot from distance there, trying to chip Matt Turner from inside the centre circle. That was from a toss in there, but it was it lacked the height to trouble Matt Turner in the end. It was comfortable enough for the goalkeeper. And Arsenal can come forward again with Gabriel. Kevin says there, this is what Nketiah wanted when he said he wanted to be the main striker, but he doesn't take his chances. He will ask to leave again next summer. Well, he's just signed that new contract, hasn't he? And I know all that means is we can just get more money for him when he does leave. But I don't know. He needs to do more, doesn't he? For me, definitely. He definitely needs to do more if he's going to keep his place in the team and contribute more. He's had plenty of opportunities now at Arsenal. It's not like he hasn't played for Arsenal much. He's been here a long time. He's played quite a lot of games, and he's not quite been able to step up as that level that we've needed him to do. But he's a nice lad. He's a good kid. He's an Arsenal boy, isn't he? We want him to do well. But yeah, he's not maybe pushing on as much as we hoped that he would. But it is still early in the season, and I'm sure he's going to get a lot more opportunities, not only in this competition, but also in the League Cup, in the Premier League, and stuff like that. So he will get to play, but yeah, he needs to improve. Certainly his finishing. Anyway, it's a good play from Tomiyasu on this near side. It's opened up from a little bit now, actually. Instead, he finds Marquinhos over on this near side, gets it back again. Tomiyasu just inside the penalty area, plays it square to Granit Xhaka. This is a little bit better from Arsenal. Can we get a goal at the end of this move? Kieran Tierney finds Martinelli over on that far side. He's held up briefly by the defender, but he managed to find Granit Xhaka. Goes back to Gabriel. Gets it back out again over on that far side. Kieran Tierney right on that far touchline. Cuts in again and finds Sambila Conga. See, Arsenal have done this well all game. Passed the ball well side to side in front of the Zurich defence. But that's what we did a lot last season with our end product. And that's what's happening again. Tomiyasu, that's a good ball towards the penalty spot. It was Granit Xhaka coming in, but it's well defended again. You have to say they've defended well when they're back to Xhaka with a lovely ball. First time shot there from Gabriel Martinelli, it was, I think, fired over the top of the crossbar. It was Gabriel Martinelli coming in from that left-hand side and fired that over the crossbar. And another Arsenal chance goes begging. Shane says there, Rob holding his championship level. No, I think that's a bit harsh. I think he comes in and does a job. He's only ever going to be a squad player for us, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's not, he's nowhere near as good as Saliba or Ben White or Gabriel, is he? Although he's been better than Gabriel tonight in this particular game. But he's a decent squad player, isn't he? He's never going to pull up any trees, is he? He's never going to be an elite international defender, but he does a job when he has to, and he's done okay tonight. I think it's a bit hard to say he's championship level. He's probably mid-table Premier League level, isn't he? There's a few clubs in the Premier League he could play for. He'd probably play every week if he went there. Southampton, maybe a team like that. He's just not quite at the level that we want. That's a good ball actually from Marquinhos to the far post. Eddie Nketiah, he's put it in. It is 2-0. Eddie Nketiah gets his goal. We was just saying about Eddie Nketiah. Terry then says Eddie is better when he comes off the subs bench. Well, maybe, but he's just got himself a goal. And it was Marquinhos with the assist. He's got a goal and assist now, the young Brazilian. That was a lovely cross, actually, to the far post. It was a good move. Tomiyasu actually let the ball run on to Marquinhos. He did really well. Cut inside on his left foot. A lovely cross to the far post. Eddie Nketiah's header from 6 yards. Maybe the keeper could have done better, actually. It was straight at him. And it went almost through the goalkeeper's legs. In fact, it went through in between his arm and his leg at that near post. It's come off the goalkeeper's legs and he's pushed it into the roof of the net. And it is. It is a goal, and it is 2-1 to Arsenal, back in the lead again. And Eddie does get himself a goal. He kind of does that, doesn't he? He misses a few chances, but he'll also get himself a goal. And that's what he's done again for Arsenal tonight, to put us back in front. And surely this time we are going to hold on and get the 3 points to kick off our Europa League campaign. Not the greatest header, to be fair, but he went in, and that's what matters. I say the goalie maybe could have done a bit better. Brecher, the Zurich captain. But anyway, Arsenal are back in front. That's the most important thing. And it's important for Eddie as well, isn't it? For his confidence as much as anything else, to get himself a goal. And he's done that. His first goal of the season, of course. He got 10 last season, actually, in all competitions, which isn't a bad, when you think about how few games he played. To get 10 goals in the season actually is not too bad, is it? I was coming forward again looking for another goal. Fabio Vieira, he didn't quite get that right, and Zurich cleared the ball, but not for long. Marquinhos, who's been the star performer for Arsenal, has won the ball back, and now he's got it again over on this near side. What a debut for him. A goal and an assist. Now he's found Tomiyasu. Arsenal looking for more goals now. Sambila Conga, another one yet to score for Arsenal. It'd be nice to see him get one, wouldn't it? Kieran Tierney plays it out to that far side. Gabriel Martinelli, of course, he's got a few goals, hasn't he, for Arsenal? 3 this season. That's another ball into the box by Tierney. Again, it's defended well. Only falls to Granit Xhaka. And now Zurich do manage to pick up possession. And the ball is now back with a goalkeeper, Brecher, who kicks it long. He's certainly got a good kick on him, the goalkeeper. He has to say that, even if some of his handling's not been that great. Rajendra says 2-1 to the Arsenal indeed. And Shane says Eddie loves this competition. Yeah, he does. He loves this competition, and he loves the League Cup, doesn't he? Because they're the competitions he scores most goals in. And to be fair to him, they're the competitions that he plays the most games in. So it's not just because it's a drop in level. Yes, that helps, but he plays more games in the Europa League and the League Cup, doesn't he? So that's why his goal scoring record's here. But yeah, I mean, I agree that he needs to do better. He needs to do more, doesn't he, overall? But anyway, Rajendra says a very good goal, directed it well. Well, I mean, he got it in at the near post, didn't he? The goalie should save that. I think, the goalie should do better. But anyway, we don't mind. It's a goal. We're 2-1 up, but that's the main thing. And Eddie's got himself the goal, which is important for him. Anyway, Zurich are going to make 3 changes now, actually. Marquinhos is one who's going to be coming on. But anyway, we've got another attack going here. We may get a third goal before they get the opportunity to make that sub. Actually, Zurich have won the ball back, and they're coming forward again on the counter attack. They're actually looking quite dangerous over on that far side. They're not going to get another equaliser, are they? That would be a disaster. Shot comes in from distance. It's deflected behind, and the fans behind the goal are getting quite excited. The Zurich fans. And they've got a corner to cheer, and hopefully that's all they'll have to cheer. We're midway through this second half. It is Zurich 1, Arsenal 2. Marquinhos and Eddie Nketiah with the goals, but it is a corner currently to the hosts as they look to get an equaliser for the second time. This corner over on the far side. Can Arsenal defend this? When it comes to the 6-yard box, well, it was a decent corner actually, but Kieran Tierney's there to head it away. It wasn't really under too much pressure. They didn't put anyone on the far post, actually, Zurich. But they've got a throw in the attacking third. And now we're going to see the 3 substitutions for Zurich. Guerra is going off for them, and Werner is coming on. They've got Mascarasso coming on as well. And not sure who is going off for him. We will find out very, very shortly. It's actually Krasnicki's going off and Mascaranso's coming on. That's the second change and it's Jamali is coming off and Conde is coming on. So they're the 3 substitutions there for FC Zurich midway through this second half as they look to try to get themselves back in this game for a second time. They're coming forward down this near side, looking dangerous here. Can they get the cross in? They do get the cross in towards the far post. Oh, we had a free opportunity there at the far post. It's gone wide. And Zurich there with an opportunity to get a second equaliser. Not sure who that was coming at that far post. They had far too much space. And maybe they should have done better. Actually, the flag's gone up. I think there's an offside in the build up to that anyway. So it wouldn't have counted if he'd scored, actually. So we got in a bit of a panic for nothing. It was a good cross to the far post. Poor defending from Arsenal. Matt Turner was in no man's land, really. And it was put wide just as well, really. Arsenal making some subs now. Shane says, I'll take Martinelli off now. Bring on Zinchenko. Play KT higher. Well, Zinchenko is one of the subs that's coming on for Arsenal. Erdegaard's down there as well. I don't know, we were going to make 3. I didn't see who the third one was at this point in time. If it's going to be Bukayo Saka, actually. Especially Kieran Tierney's going off. He's had a good game, Kieran Tierney, tonight, I have to say. Really good performance from him. But he's now going off, and Zinchenko will come on and replace him. 68 minutes played. Fabio Vieira's going off as well. Decent debut from him. Shows some lovely touches. Yes, he's got some work to do, some improvements to do, and I'm sure he will. Martin Erdegaard is coming on for him, and Bukayo Saka is going to come on. It's probably going to be Marquinhos going off. In fact, it is. What a debut he had. He's been a star performer tonight, the Brazilian Marquinhos. Brilliant debut for him. A brilliant goal, a great assist as well. He's definitely been the star man for Arsenal this evening, but his game is over, and Bukayo Saka has come on, Martin Erdegaard and Zinchenko. So Arsenal made our 3 subs as well. A little bit more quality to come on the pitch. So hopefully we can finish this game off now. Martinelli over on that far side. So it looks like Saka's just got over to this near side, the right, to replace Marquinhos. Zinchenko's replaced Kieran Tierney, and Erdegaard's going to has replaced Fabio Vieira, and we're obviously playing that in his usual position. So we've strengthened, obviously, the attacking. Well, I say strengthened. Marquinhos and Vieira both played well, actually. But anyway, they've been 68 minutes they had, and they have gone off. Anyway, the goal kick there from Breyer again, and Zurich are now trying to build an attack actually over on that far side. Getting the ball forward. They're still out of this game yet, are they? The Swiss hosts, and they're coming forward again now. A little bit of space actually here. Shot from the edge of the box, but it goes wide. They've suddenly offered a little bit more of a threat, haven't they? Zurich, certainly since they made them changes. That was Otika there with that shot from the edge of the box. Didn't really trouble Matt Turner too much there. It was always going wide. Never was going to curl enough. And Turner had that covered quite comfortably. But yeah, they've certainly looked a little bit more dangerous, haven't they, in the last 5 or 10 minutes, Zurich. And obviously Arsenal just made those subs, and hopefully we can get those players on the ball a bit more. Zinchenko to add a little bit of stability back there. And obviously Erdegaard and Saka hopefully to bring a little bit more quality going forward. In fact, Zinchenko's caught out there in possession, actually. Almost sets up a counter-attack, but he's got the ball back again now from Gabriel. He's actually giving it straight back again. Not a great start to Zinchenko's evening since he came on, actually. And the Swiss are coming forward again. Again, it's Otika on the edge of the box. This is a dangerous moment. The ball tries to play a 1-2. Good defending, actually, by Sambi Lokonga. And Arsenal scraping the ball away. I wouldn't say we're hanging on, but we're certainly not in as much control of this game as we were earlier on. And they've had 1 or 2 little moments here. The Swiss champions. But at the moment, it is with just under 20 minutes to play. It is Zurich 1, Arsenal 2. And Granit Xhaka's gone down, which isn't a good sign because he's rarely injured, Granit Xhaka. So when he goes down, it's generally he's not acting, is he, like some of the players do. And it's a little bit of a concern here. The trainer's on. And that's not good news, is it? He's having a great season, Granit Xhaka. Bukayo Saka's just come over to have a word with Arteta on at the touchline. A little bit of tactical information there from the coach to the star boy, who's not. I don't think he's touched the ball yet, actually, since he's come on. Bukayo Saka, anyway. There's a little break in play at this moment while Granit Xhaka's injury. It's a great cross from Marquinhos, actually. And I still don't think it was a great header from Nketiah, if I'm totally honest. But anyway, it's gone in, and I guess that's the most important, the important thing, isn't it? You know, when you head towards goal, if it ends up in the goal, it's a good header, isn't it? And that's all that matters. But anyway, it was a great cross from Marquinhos, who's definitely been the star player for Arsenal tonight on his debut. Shane says there, can't believe Martinelli's still on with Everton Sunday. Rest him. Yeah. Is Everton going to be on Sunday now? That's the other thing, isn't it? We don't know, do we? If the games are off, then they may as well play the minutes now. I guess I don't know if anybody, I don't know if they know yet whether there's been a decision on that. I don't suppose there will be yet, will there? I wouldn't have thought we'd hear anything until tomorrow. But I guess that's the other possibility, isn't it? So, yeah. We'll see what happens. But anyway, we just need to make sure we get this win, don't we, first? And then we can, we'll get the other news as and when we get it, I suppose. Anyway, I was going forward again. Martin Odegaard, this is his first touch. That's a lovely ball. So Saka plays it across the 6-yard box. There's no Arsenal player there again, though. And again, we suffer from that problem, don't we? We play well in that final third, but then that final ball or the final shot, the decision making isn't always right, is it? But yeah, it's that's something that we do need to improve massively. Anyway, Zurich coming forward over on that far side, looking to stretch us again. Zinchenko's over there doing his defensive work, but they still get the ball. It's a cross into the box. It's not a great cross, actually. And it's gone behind for a goal kick. But certainly, they've offered a lot more of an attacking threat in the second half, haven't they, Zurich, than they certainly did in the first. But anyway, it is a goal kick to Arsenal, which Matt Turner is going to take. And it's a Zurich head that wins it, but Arsenal do pick the ball out. In fact, it's going to be a free kick. Martin Odegaard picks up possession now. Lokonga plays it to Tomiyasu. He's had a decent game at Tomiyasu. Looking back to his old self, the Tomiyasu from last season that thrilled us all so much, didn't he? Certainly in the early part of the season until he got injured. And Arsenal now coming forward over on that far side. Martinelli, Granit Xhaka's gone ahead of him. He said he goes back to Zinchenko. This is nice play from Arsenal again in front of the defence. We're not tending to get in behind them too much, are we? Saka now on his near side. Can he produce something? Odegaard touches it off to Tomiyasu and then back to Lokonga. And Zurich have forced us backwards, actually. Forced us away from the goal. And it is now back with Rob Holding, and now the balls are all the way back to Matt Turner. So for all that great possession, which we still keep in possession, we've been forced all the way back. And now we have to build again. And that was a poor ball from Lokonga, actually giving the ball away. But Martinelli does really well, actually wins it back. And maybe Arsenal can have an opportunity for a quick counter-attack now. Odegaard in possession. He's got Tomiyasu outside him and Saka even further on this near side. Instead, he goes the other way. Finds Sambi Lokonga now. Granit Xhaka coming forward. Finds it's a ball over on that far side. Nketiah, I don't know what he's doing out there. But anyway, the score of Arsenal's second goal does well. Twisting and turning over on that far side. Can he get across it? No, he can't. But he has won a throw. Rajendra says, but he headed it down and made it difficult for the keeper. I was like, no, you're right. I mean, if he goes in, it's a great header, isn't it? But, you look at it back and he didn't have a lot of power, and he just headed it towards the goal as opposed to heading it, with power at the goal. But anyway, it went in. No one minds. It's a goal, and it will do him a world of good, I'm sure. Rob Holding now coming forward with Tomiyasu in support. Tomiyasu gives it back to Rob Holding. Shane says there, what's your opinion on making 3 subs at once? I mean, I think the issue now, because you can make 5 substitutions, but you've only got 3 windows to do it in, you can either do 2 2s and a 1 or a 3, and then you've got a 2, or you can do a 3 and a 1 and a 1. So I guess that's just the nature of the 5 subs, isn't it? I suppose. If you only make 1, then you've only got 2 more windows to get your other 4 on. And you could do 2 at a time, maybe later on, I'm not sure. But yeah, sometimes it can be too many at one go. I agree. If it works, it works, and it's brilliant. But it doesn't usually, does it? I suppose. Gabriel Jesus is about to come on, actually. But Arsenal in possession at the moment. Bukayo Saka can't quite keep that ball in. It was a difficult ball for him, and we may well see Gabriel Jesus now. In fact, we are going to, and it is Eddie Nketiah that goes off. Yeah, he did okay tonight, Eddie Nketiah. A goal and an assist for him as well. Let's remember. Him and Marquinhos linked up quite well, didn't they? A good performance from Eddie, and he did get himself a goal as well, which is always nice. And he gets a good applause there from the visiting fans behind that goal. They're just showing his goal again, the header at the far post. He headed it down. Yeah, I suppose that's a good header heading it down, isn't it? It is difficult for the goalkeeper, but and he's got himself a goal, and that's the main thing, isn't it? So well played, Eddie, again. And Gabriel Jesus is on. I'm sure he'll fancy his chances of getting a goal in the final. How long's to go now? 12 and a half minutes left in this game for Arsenal. Just to maybe get a third goal just to finish it off, because I say they've had one or two little opportunities, haven't they, in this second half, Zurich. They've lacked real quality. But anyway, Arsenal pick the ball up again now. Tomiyasu, who's had a really good game. He finds Granit Xhaka, threads the ball through, looking for the run there of Gabriel Jesus, who's just come on, but that ball was a little bit too much pace on it, and it's gone out now for a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. In fact, it's a Zurich throw, but they've given the ball away straight to Granit Xhaka. Now Ødegaard in possession for Arsenal, turns, plays it forward. This is nice. Almost came off there from Saka. But again, Arsenal picked the ball up. Zinchenko coming forward for Arsenal. Zinchenko threads it through to Jesus. He's very wide inside the penalty area. He's forced outside. Lovely turn, but good defending actually there from the Zurich man, and not a good clearance. So again, Arsenal pick up the ball. Granit Xhaka finds Ødegaard, but again, it's a Swiss tackle in there. But Arsenal do pick up the second ball. Rob Holding does well. Goes back to Gabriel inside the centre circle. Rob Holding again. Let's just get the third goal. Finish this game off. Complete the job. That's a long ball looking for Saka, but he's not going to keep that in. And it's gone out for a throw to Zurich. And they're going to make two more substitutions here, the hosts, as we move into the final 10 minutes. Santini is coming on for them, striker. And I'm not sure who's going off yet. I'm sure we'll about to find out. It's Tosin's come off actually, and Santini's come on. So that's a change up front there for Zurich. I'm not sure who the other substitute was who came on actually. I'm sure we'll find out very shortly. So they're going for a little bit, aren't they? They're making a refreshing their attack. So yeah, Tosin's out and Santini's in. That's the first sub. And then the second one is, I didn't see that one on the screen. Anyway, here we go. Nketiah is off and Avgiaji is on. I do apologise if I've got his name wrong. So that's the two subs, two attacking subs actually for Zurich for these last 10 minutes. They still probably fancy they can get something from this game. You feel that they'll certainly fancy their chances of doing so, won't they? But at the moment, Arsenal are in possession. We just need to get this third goal, finish this off. We've had 5 times more passes than Zurich, but we're only 2-1 up. And I say that's pretty much the story of our season, isn't it? That's a good turn though there from Sambi Lokonga, finds Bukayo Saka, a nice ball to Gabriel Jesus just inside the area. Jesus shot again, it's straight at the goalkeeper. Comfortable save from Brescia, the Zurich goalkeeper there. Shot from Gabriel Jesus, his first touch I think actually, just cut inside. And then with his left foot there, curled it around the defender, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. But suddenly Zurich are coming forward themselves. Rob Holding, though, steps in, brings the ball forward. And Arsenal won a free kick inside the centre circle. A foul there on Jesus, working hard again for the team. So because of the substitutes now, we've made 4, haven't we? So we've only got one window left of substitutions. Obviously, we can only make one more anyway. And Zurich have made all 5 of those, haven't they? They did a 3 and a 2, didn't they? Anyway, also coming forward now to that far side, Gabriel Martinelli. Can he get a cross in? No, it's deflected behind. It is going to be a corner to Arsenal. We've played 81.5 minutes here in Gallen in Switzerland. It is FC Zurich 1, Arsenal 2, of course. This game isn't at Zurich Stadium due to a Diamond League athletics meeting in that stadium tonight instead. So that's that. Anyway, Arsenal's corner's gone short. Zinchenko now plays it square to Sambi Lokonga, dinks the ball over to that far side to Martinelli. Nice touch from Martinelli. He's got 2 defenders around him. He does well actually. And Arsenal, and Ødegaard's ball there wasn't the right ball. It's gone out and behind for a goal kick to Zurich. We're into the last 7.5 minutes of normal time at the end of this game. It is Zurich 1, Arsenal 2. The second half played in a slightly subdued atmosphere after the news, of course, that came through earlier at half-time. Arsenal now got a free kick midway inside the Zurich half. And it was a foul on Bukayo Saka. He comes as a sub and he's fouled against already, isn't he? That tends to be the way for Bukayo Saka. He must be one of the most fouled players in European football, you would imagine, wouldn't you? Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal midway inside this Zurich half. It looks like Martin Odegaard is going to take this. Can we get the third goal now just to finish this game off and give us a victory that we fully deserve? He's gone square actually to Zinchenko, dinks the ball over the top. Again, the free kick not really, a bit wasted really. We didn't get the ball into the box. We're not doing that enough. We're not getting the ball into the box enough, creating enough chances or scoring enough goals really. But anyway, we are now in possession with Tomiyasu. Switches the ball over to this near side to Bukayo Saka. He's got round the defender actually, slightly fortunately, but he's done well, Saka there. But in the end, again, Zurich have defended for their lives in this game. They've defended well there. But Tomiyasu again's won the ball. He's done well. He thought he was fouled. The referee says no, and now Zurich can launch a possible counter-attack. Time's running out for them if they're going to get anything from this game, but they're still in it. They've kept themselves in it despite conceding that early goal, and they're coming forward now, but that's a poor touch. And Arsenal can come away on the counter-attack with Martin Odegaard. Plays the ball square to Sambi Lokonga, and then out to that far side to Gabriel Martinelli, who does well, cuts in, plays the ball into Granit Xhaka, moves it on to Martin Odegaard, gets it back, Granit Xhaka. This is good from Arsenal. The ball's now this near side. Bukayo Saka, can he get a cross in? Cuts in from this near side. Arsenal's right, turns and twists, looking to try and get a cross in. He's got two defenders around him. He does well. Finds Xhaka, who finds Odegaard now. Xhaka's got a little bit of space. This is well done by Arsenal. Can we get the ball right? Oh, the cross is deflected behind. That was really good play, though, from Arsenal over on this near side between Saka, Xhaka and Odegaard. In the end, it was Xhaka's ball. Saka found himself in some space. Lovely pass from Granit Xhaka. Maybe he took a little bit too long there with a pullback and he gave the defender a chance to get back. But it is a corner to Arsenal. We are now into the last 5 minutes of normal time. It's Arsenal's 7th corner. Zurich have had 5. We haven't managed to make one count in terms of a goal yet, but let's see what happens with this one. It's whipped in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in. It was a free header, actually. I'm not sure who it was. I think it might have been Granit Xhaka, but it doesn't go towards the goal. It's come back out again to Bukayo Saka. This is good from Saka, edge of the box. Tries to curl it in. Oh, he's hit a defender. It may well have been the third goal there if that defender hadn't got in the way. Sambi Lokonga's header, though, isn't great. Martin Odegaard can't kick the ball in. And it is a throw to Zurich on this near side, right in front of Mikel Arteta's technical area. We're down into the last 4 minutes now of normal time. Are Arsenal going to be able to hold on for a victory that there's no doubt we fully deserve, but we've made a lot more harder work of it than maybe we should have done. But anyway, over on that far side, they're coming forward again. Zurich across into the 6-yard box, and Matt Turner does well, actually. A Swiss player went down actually inside the penalty area. They were claiming another penalty. The referee wasn't interested in that. That's a great ball from Odegaard over on that far side. Finds Martinelli just inside the penalty area. Can he pull it back? He can into the box. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, good save with his legs from the goalkeeper, actually. That was almost a moment for the third goal. Brilliant play from Odegaard. It was a lovely ball to Martinelli. In fact, Rob Holding did maybe pull back the defender there, actually. I don't know if they're using VAR, but anyway, that ball there from Martinelli found Gabriel Jesus. It was on target. It was going in actually at that near post, and the goalkeeper just got his foot out in time to deflect it behind. It is a corner to Arsenal over on that far side. VAR have said no penalty on that earlier incident, and it is going to be a corner instead, played in low towards the near post. Again, Arsenal don't make the most of a set piece tonight. We've been poor with them, actually. We've tried to overplay it with short balls, and we maybe should try and get the ball into the box a bit more, especially when we've got lots of players forward. But anyway, it is now a free kick to Zurich over on that far side. 3 minutes left of normal time. And Zurich may well feel as though they can still get something here from this game. We haven't managed to kill it off yet, have we? Which we maybe should have done, but we haven't actually managed to. But anyway, there's a long free kick there, but it's going to go all the way through to Matt Turner. And Arsenal now just need to make sure we don't make any silly mistakes in these closing few minutes. See this out, get the win, and come back and put this one behind us. It's been a strange performance in many ways. We've played pretty well. We've dominated the play. We've created numerous chances, but we haven't managed to kill the game off. And Zurich, while they haven't been a very good team, they've certainly worked hard. They've defended pretty well. And they've caused us one or two. Well, I say they've caused us one or two anxious moments. Most of the anxious moments have been our own making. Oh, and there's a free kick now right on the edge of the penalty area. Rob Holding there has given away that free kick. He may well be getting himself a yellow card, will he? I'm not really sure, but it's inside the D. This is going to be a big opportunity for Zurich to get an equaliser in the final moments of this game. In fact, the linesman's flagging for offside, so actually it might not be a free kick to Zurich now after all. Oh, it's quite a tight one, but I think he actually was just offside. It's a substitute, Santini. I mean, it was a foul by Rob Holding. A soft foul. It was a foul, but he was offside anyway. So actually, it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. And that's actually a let-off there, because a free kick from inside the D on the edge of the penalty area in the last minute could have been a real opportunity for Zurich to get an equaliser. But luckily, he was offside, and Matt Turner's free kick, it's gone deep into the Zurich half. But now it's a free kick to Zurich on halfway. We are now deep into the last minute of the 90. There'll be a bit of stoppage time, of course. We know that due to all the substitutions. There's been, obviously, Granit Xhaka had a bit of an injury as well earlier. But anyway, it's a free kick to Zurich. We are now moving in towards stoppage time at the end of this game. It's probably going to be 3 minutes, I would imagine, something like that. That's a ball in play towards the edge of the penalty area. It's not really cleared away by Arsenal, but it is now. In fact, again, the linesman's flag for offside. Shane says there, sorry, Richard, I meant Rob Holding is at first division level. No, he's all right. He's all right, Rob Holding. You wouldn't want him to play regularly in the Premier League for us, obviously. As a squad player, I think he's okay. And he's done all right tonight, hasn't he? I mean, he's almost got caught out there, didn't he, for that free kick. But he's played all right tonight, Rob Holding. But suddenly, Zurich are coming forward down this far side. This could be their last chance. A cross comes in, a header comes in. Oh, good save from Matt Turner. It was quite close to him, it has to be said. But it was a header there at the near post from the substitute, Santini. Again, he's looked like he's caused us one or two problems. The cross was deflected, which didn't help. It's a good header, actually. He got in front of Rob Holding, actually, saying that. Maybe you're right, Shane. Maybe he's not quite good enough. I just got a lot of time for Rob Holding. But anyway, yeah, he was beaten in the air. There's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time, which we are now into. Was that Zurich's chance for the equaliser? It was their first shot on target, I believe, since the penalty right at the end of the first half. So that kind of sums up this game, really, doesn't it? And somehow we haven't actually sealed the victory yet, when we should have been miles clear. But anyway, the ball's now run through to Matt Turner. He's a strange build for a goalkeeper, isn't he? Because he's quite slight. Most goalkeepers are, a little bit bigger built than him, aren't they? But anyway, he's had a mixed debut, Matt Turner, hasn't he? He made he's looked okay in times. He's caught a few crosses. He just made that save there, which was fairly close to him. He didn't have any chance with the penalty, but he did flap out a corner in the first half, and he did have a poor clearance, which almost led to a Zurich goal. So a mixed debut for him. I want to see a bit more of him, but he's not been totally convincing, has he, if we're totally honest, the young American goalkeeper. But anyway, he will get his opportunities in this Europa League. So we'll get to see a little bit more of what he can do. Anyway, it is Zurich on the attack across towards the edge of the penalty area. Again, Santini's there, held the ball up well. He's done well, actually, the substitute. He's going to get on the end of this again, is he? No, it's a good header away, actually, by Tomiyasu. And now Arsenal can maybe break away. And this is going to be the moment to see that Gabriel Jesus on this near side, he's going to have to do it on his own, because he's not really got any support Martinelli now makes the run. In fact, it's got Xhaka over on that far side. He puts the ball into the box towards Jesus again, but he couldn't get a full contact on it, and it's rolled through to goalkeeper Brescia. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Zurich are coming forward again. The game's got really stretched in the closing stages. I say Zurich still fancy their chances of getting something from this game. And they're coming forward again. Santini's involved. He has looked good since he's come on. I don't know if he's had an injury, or I'm surprised why he's not started. He's been good in the air. He's held the ball up well for them. Anyway, they're coming forward again now. Zurich on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. The ball played into the box there, but it's going to run through to Matt Turner. And that may well be that. We've got a minute left now of stoppage time. It is Zurich 1, Arsenal 2. That header from Eddie Nketiah in the second half may well prove to be the winning goal that gets us off to the best possible start in this Europa League group stage. That's a long kick from Matt Turner, but it's going to be a Zurich head on that. Heads forward, Gabriel's there again. It's a bit of a head tennis going on at the moment. But Zurich are still in possession of the ball. This will be their last chance. This ball's pinged to this near side. Arsenal got a few more seconds to hold on. Zurich coming forward now. It's on the edge of the penalty. A shot comes in, but it's gone high over the crossbar. I think that's going to be that. It was Mascarenzo there. Mascarenzo, who had that shot. And it's gone high over the crossbar. And I'm sure that's going to be that for Zurich. They've given it a good go in the second half. They've lacked quality, obviously, you can see that. But we've made rather harder work of this than maybe we should have done. And we are now into the final few seconds. When Matt Turner takes his goal kick, you'd imagine that that's going to be that. And we would have started with 3 points in this Europa League game. We still play on. The ball's flicked on. It's deep into the Zurich half. In fact, there goes the full-time whistle. It has finished here in Gallen. FC Zurich 1, Arsenal 2. We do get off to a winning start for our campaign in the Europa League. A mixed night in many ways, maybe, for Arsenal. As Kevin says there, a win's a win. Indeed, it is. A win's a win. It was a bit scrappy at times. We played some good football at times. The new boys, Marquinhos and Fabio Vieira, played well. Marquinhos was probably the star performer. He got the opening goal. It was a quick counter-attack. Fabio Vieira found Nketiah on the left-hand side. His lovely ball across the box was finished at the far post by Marquinhos. That was after 15 minutes. Looked as though we were going to go on maybe and score a few more goals, but we didn't. And just before half-time, Eddie Nketiah conceded a penalty. We didn't really deal with a corner, and it was Kriesi tucked away the corner to make it 1-1 at half-time. The second half was a bit scrappier from Arsenal. We didn't really get going. But we did get the goal in the end. It was a cross again from Marquinhos from this near side, the left, to the far post. A header from Eddie Nketiah, headed it down. The keeper maybe could have saved it, but he didn't. It went through past his leg into the net. And that was that finish. We had 1 or 2 opportunities to get a third goal. Zurich put some pressure on us towards the end, and they had 1 or 2 opportunities, but they never really looked like they were going to score. And in the end, Arsenal have got a victory that we fully deserved. But again, we're making it hard for ourselves, aren't we? Shane says there, I would start Tommy and KT next game, give Manquillo some time in the league. Yeah, I'd like to see more of him, yeah. He was the one that really stood out for me. A really, really good performance, wasn't it? A strong performance from him and brilliant stuff. So, yeah, it was great. So, he for me was the best player for us. I thought really exciting performance from him, and a lovely goal as well. But yeah, it was a bitty performance, wasn't it? We had a lot of possession. We played well in spells, but ultimately we wasn't quite able to make the most of some of the opportunities that we had. We didn't maybe create enough chances either with the possession that we had. And again, as we said, that has been a problem, hasn't it, for us this season anyway, in all the games. But ultimately, a win's a win. That's 6 wins out of 7 in all competitions so far this season. We've got to be happy with that. But we can see there's things that we need to improve on. The other game in this group, by the way, PSV against Glimt, finished in a draw. So we are currently 2 points clear at the top of the group, which is great. It's good to get the win. And I'm sure we're going to go on and qualify from this group now. We probably would have done anyway, let's be honest. But it's great to start with a win, especially away from home, and we can now got a little bit of breathing space in the group, haven't we? And so I'm sure we'll win most of the other games as well and get through to the knockout stage and win the group. But we need to improve, don't we? I say we need to be more clinical. We need to create more real big opportunities from all the possession that we have. And we need to cut out these sloppy mistakes at the back, which we seem to be doing every single week at the moment, every single game. So we'll see where we are with that. So we've just heard news that all sporting events and every event really has been cancelled for. It doesn't exactly say how long for at this stage. It just says the United Kingdom and Commonwealth has entered an extended period of mourning. So there's going to be no football this weekend, and there's going to be, could even go into next week as well. I mean, our midweek game against PSV next midweek may well be off as well. So we don't know yet for certain, but it looks as though there's going to be no football this weekend. And it's the right decision, isn't it? Let's be honest. There's no doubt about that. It's definitely the right decision's been made. And, we'll have to, accept the right decision. It's the right decision and we have to accept it, don't we? Terry says, at least we never lost. Yeah, that's the main thing. Just ask Lou. Well, exactly, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I suppose if the options are losing in the Champions League or winning in the Europa League, I'd maybe take losing in the Champions League. But ultimately, we've won in the Europa League, and that's the main thing. So we shall see. And Shane says there are no spots. Yeah. And Rajendra says, watching KC on BT. Okay. So, yeah, as finished here in Zurich, I say, on a rather subdued night, obviously, of course, with the news that we had, of course, at half-time in this game. Queen Elizabeth II, of course, did sadly pass away today. So looks like sport's going to be on hold now for the next few days, maybe a week, maybe until the funeral, which I believe they're saying is going to be next Saturday. So there probably won't be any sporting events this weekend, next midweek, possibly next weekend either. So, but we will see what goes on. We'll obviously update you with that. As a result of that, we will be cancelling tonight's Arsenal social show, which was going to be coming up after this. That is now being cancelled in respect for what's happened. So that won't be going on tonight. We'll make a decision about the Arsenal women's show for tomorrow. We'll probably be cancelling that as well, I would assume. But I will update you with the final kind of decision on that tomorrow. But I'd assume that we'll postpone that as well. And that'll be, we'll take a break from the channel maybe for the time being, for the next week or so as well. And we will be back with you as soon as possible. I'll say maybe a week or so, till we can maybe return again when, when the right period of time's passed, really. That's all we can do. Shane says there, thanks, Rich. Take care, my British guys. Indeed, yeah. Thank you very much, Shane, again for your support tonight and obviously for watching with us. So yeah, at the moment, I say no social show tonight. There won't be any Arsenal women's show tomorrow either at this stage. So at the moment, we won't be scheduling any more shows in for the time being until we know exactly what's happening and everything else. So, but thanks for staying with me tonight. Thanks for watching. I know it's been wasn't the greatest game, not for the team's fault or the game's fault, just the circumstances really. So it wasn't the best, it wasn't the best time tonight, was it? But ultimately, Arsenal won the game, and I guess that's got to be what we had to do, and we got the job done ultimately, and that's what we did. So well played, particularly the new boys. Marquinhos in particular had a very impressive Arsenal debut, didn't he? In our little chat, James had said earlier, when was the last Arsenal player to score and assist on their debut? That is a very good question. If anybody still watching knows the answer to that, please let us know. I don't know. There's been a few that have scored on their debut that I can think of. Scored and assisted on their debut. That's slightly more tricky, isn't it? That's a good question from James, actually. So if anyone knows the answer to that, please let us know. I'll drop it in the comments later on if you watch this back. We're not interested to know that. But yeah, a good debut from Marquinhos and a good result for Arsenal. We started the Europa League with a victory. FC Zurich 1, Arsenal 2. Marquinhos and Nketiah with 2 goals for Arsenal, either side of a penalty from Zurich by Nketiah just before half time. So that's that for tonight. I say thank you very much for watching. And I say we will update you with news of our future shows when we can. But for the time being, say the show tonight's off and the Arsenal women's show tomorrow is going to be off. So there'll be no watch-alongs this weekend and anything else. So we will no doubt be back very soon when we can. And yeah, that's all we can really say at this point. So I'll say thank you very much for watching. Yeah, it's been a difficult night, hasn't it? I think for everybody. So yeah, I think we'll just finish it here, and we will speak to you very soon. Take care, everybody, and things like this maybe say put life into perspective, don't they? It's makes you realise that what's important in life, and football's important to us, isn't it? But there are other things that are even more important sometimes, and it's good to sometimes be reminded of that in a way. But yeah, it's been a difficult night, and yeah, we'll finish there. And I say we'll let you know when we're going to be next back with some more shows on the channel. So thank you for your support, and I say take it easy, everybody, and we will see you very soon. It did finish tonight. Perhaps it doesn't matter too much really, but Zurich 1, Arsenal 2, and we will see you all very soon.